Okay. You guys all blinked into bright white light.
Oh, bright light, bright light!
And you are existing as a bodiless entity in bright white light.
Oh God, we've ascended. We're gods.
He just took Egan Baker.
Yeah.
Campaign over.
That's totally a thug.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
The curly tail.
They're still against you at this point.
Time passes or doesn't? Infinite time? Zero time?
Okay.
Bright white light, you exist as a point of light. So those of you that rolled well enough, which would be... yeah, sorry. Quillet, Abram, and Goder, you three. The rest of you suck at light.
Rip.
The three of you are able to use this time, which is a weird phrase here, this experience to have a question answered or a solution to something solved. So,
Nice. Before you do that, I still have a -1 on strength. Am I stuck like that, or do
No.
I get that back?
all of the conditions are cleared. You guys long rested. All of your temp HP is gone. Also.
Okay, I apologize. I didn't fix that during the level up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ask your life-altering questions, guys.
What you would like to know from the mist?
Okay. Give me 1 second.
I'm cussing so much today. I'm so sorry.
Do you know what you want?
I'm still thinking.
Okay, and then whilst you guys are doing that, we will do something else. If you guys are thinking.
Yeah,
Can I
I just
ask
gotta...
a background question?
You may ask whatever you like, and I will give you the answer to my best of my ability.
But like, not the actual answer.
Yeah.
Question.
Sorry.
Yeah, a supplemental question?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm artificer. If I want to be an alchemist artificer, do I still get to make like cool body appendages like the battle guy does?
Oh, I will. Don't like
I
that.
don't think you're supposed to be able to, but if you want to be able to, we can make something work.
Alright, I'm ready for my next question.
Okay.
Tell me how to make myself a badass prehensile tail where I have like 3 things, like a hand tong for grabbing stuff, a whip, and a badass something else for doing a lot of damage to people unsuspectingly.
Okay. Is this a biological or a mechanical edition? Mechanical edition?
Wow, biological might be cooler.
It's up to you. You're the artificer.
No, mechanical.
Mechanical? Okay. So in your infinite or zero time here, you are able to deduce a course of action to be able to craft a prehensile tail for yourself. You don't know that you have a prehensile tail yet, but you are clear in your way that you need to construct it.
Awesome.
Do you guys have snacks?
It's inspired by one of Henry's video games. There was one was
Do you guys
some character had a badass prehensile tail to like balance on it and like attack with it and stuff.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
What did the game look like?
Shoot 'em up, bang, dead stuff. I don't know.
Yoki, interesting. My character is not at getting asked questions, but I was thinking about this, and since I am not proficient with my firearm,
Yet.
how is that going to work? Do you have a way of me gaining proficiency or?
Oh, Chris. Are you asking me if I have a plan?
Yes. And do I get to know what I need to do to become proficient?
Do you
Zach,
know?
one child is missing an egg. I don't know which of your children got one, but the other child doesn't have an egg yet.
That's
You-
probably Natalie. I know Claire had the monk.
You
Okay.
would
The shorter one
know
had the, I
that
think the shorter one is the one you're looking for.
with practice,
Okay.
people
You're
are
looking for
able
R2D2?
to become
Not-
proficient in their weapons.
Okay.
I will say that. It is clear that you are on a path to become
I have one.
proficient.
Okay.
I need Amanda to pick first, so we have to wait.
Sorry about that. She waylaid me and I gave her too much information.
That's fine.
What's going on?
Is this Quill? Or what?
Natalie, can you get it unlocked?
Zach needs to ask his question, but he is deep in thought.
Yeah.
I try to avoid being deep in thought.
Afraid I might get stuck there.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not like two
So
sides, it's
the
not-
question is like, I can solve a problem, right? Like use this time to solve a problem
Mhm.
or ask.
Get
it.
an answer. Yep.
Get an answer. Solve a problem.
Yep.
Can the solve a problem be like, I manifest something that I'm specifically looking for, or more of like, give me an answer as to how to make this happen?
More of the latter.
Okay.
Yep.
Or could I get a message to someone? Like,
I would say there's a possibility that.
but
you
that
could
one
do
would
that.
be a stretch. More than just trying to ask a question. Okay.
Yep. Because this is something in this space you're basically calling on knowledge that you have that maybe you haven't connected yet,
Sure.
or perhaps some knowledge from the greater ether that's out there, right?
Sure. Like I'm connecting with the universe in such a way to know more about things.
Yep.
Okay.
Pick. You went through first.
May I look at it?
You can.
Was this from the deck of many things?
This is not.
Oh boy. That's pretty
Man,
cool.
this don't feel good.
Chris.
And you guys have done your stuff?
Yeah.
Rippity doo dah.
Oh no! Mine feels fun.
Oh right, it was you, me, and Quillith.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, so I would be... Do you want to... Quillith
Please.
went last. Yes.
Correct.
Does
Okay.
yours feel good or bad? 'Cause
Yeah.
mine is also leaning
So-
towards the bed.
Oh boy, that's funny that Quillith got that one. Okay.
Side note.
Oh, I'm excited to see what
Yeah,
the
that's
one
really
on.
funny.
I ever
Oh,
played
that's so
with
appropriate.
a tarot deck. My friend gave me a reading. I was like 18. The death card came up, and like 3 days later, a friend of mine died.
Oh.
No!
I'm not even kidding.
Wild.
So I usually
You
don't.
you don't mess with it?
No, I don't really.
I ain't trucking with
Dang.
tarot.
These
I
are
am
not
ready.
tarot. Okay, go for it. What are you asking? Or what's your thought?
So, what I'm trying to understand is, what is the
Sure, it's fun.
best way for me to
These are cool cards.
recover the proof that I
Seriously.
need?
Great.
The art's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I have multiple multiple paths that I could do it. Me
I
leaving Corvair and going
definitely am on
back,
that side.
or me
There's a
hiring
good and
these
a
people
bad,
to come
I'm
with
on
me.
I
that.
think that's what that's supposed to be. I
Or
think that's good.
telling my
bad.
parents to go and do
Meteors,
it, or
probably
maybe
bad.
there's something I
Bye.
See you guys. Something I couldn't think of. Like I'm enjoying my time in Corvair.
Yeah.
But this is really what's driving me.
Yes. So
Such good art though.
you
It depicts something not happy, but it's good.
you flash back to a moment where you specifically heard Sally Baker say, "And now my brother's a traitor,"
Questions?
and you hear it, see it infinite amount of times over and over again. You know that she is somehow connected to your parents. You know that she is more than likely from, if not the same place you are, very close to it. And you specifically feel like your purpose on this ship was to keep her safe. As far as you know, you have done that, and perhaps she has some sort of evidence or proof or something that you can use to clear your name, but over and over you hear, "Now my brother's a traitor."
And I hear her saying
Correct.
it. Okay.
Yep.
Let's be best friends forever. Look at you, you're so pretty. Yeah. Don't look at him, look at me. He's probably looking for time. She's You miss time. Enjoy your big friend.
And when she's saying it, do I have a sense of where she is when she says it, or is it more of just the words?
Yeah, this was just when you guys were in the mist, when she was having when she was trapped in her
Okay.
thing. That's
Right.
you
I
remember
wouldn't.
her saying.
I wouldn't pull from it to be like, okay, she was definitely when she was saying it, she was where I was, or
No.
Yeah. What's up, bud?
Tastes like alcohol.
Sorry, babe.
The iced tea?
Yeah,
Have fun. Don't drive too far.
it's great.
Good. There's more.
I will drink the beer next.
I don't think the small one just went in, but that's okay.
Good.
I think
hear
so.
what you said.
What?
I hear you said, don't drive too far. What else?
I said have fun. Don't drive too far.
Oh
Okay.
my god, I won't be having that much fun. I have water. There's also water in the sink out there. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. Okay. The rest of you that did not experience infinite happiness and joy are dumped back unceremoniously onto the deck of the Stargazer. Blub, 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 blub. Actually, all of you are now dumped back onto the deck of the Stargazer. Along with the captain, the commander, Sally, the pilot, and the other guy. What's his face? Good old what's his name?
Is
Bob.
Forgy here?
Warforged is here also. Yeah, he's here too. There is no Egan Baker,
Good.
and the ship appears to be empty.
Oh, less good.
All of the people that were here on the deck are gone. An eerie kind of creaky silence is apparent.
Are we
The-
still? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah,
You got all you need?
you are still in the mist. The
Do you have
shield
do you
looks
have your
to
mount?
be
Do you know where you put
holding,
him?
but the ship is
Figure, do you know where you put him?
tilting and swaying rudderlessly.
Could I do like an insight or intelligence check? Could I do something to see if like the rest of the guests were also thrown into a similar situation as us? Like, is that what we're dealing with? Like everybody ended up in their own little dream thing, and they might not be having a great time,
Sure, make an insight check.
or is that dumb? Are we just the special main characters and it only happened to us and not
Are
the
we main
civilians?
character syndrome? Or
Yeah.
Which is okay.
And then we will address our card situation because it's going
Okay.
to matter.
So while she's doing that, you said that when we came back, the ship is drifting.
Mhm.
It's not. It doesn't seem like the brother and sister that were up on top are.
The
Actively.
sister is with you.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone else is gone that you can see.
Oh, right. So we feel like we're
So
ghost
brother
shipping.
is gone.
Was
And-
his sister the one that was having a hard time
Mhm.
in concentration?
Yep.
But don't talk about it.
And we-
She was
This-
The
this
fighting.
sore spot for her.
This is about how we're
I think.
sitting.
No,
So
that was the commander.
Yeah, I put
So-
you guys as close as I could. So.
okay. So the main table people are at the main table.
Yep.
There is no Egan Baker. So there's
Correct.
no body
No
or nothing.
corpse.
Like,
Nothing.
There's just
Gone.
an empty space. At the
Correct.
table.
And nobody else is here. And there were a lot of people playing footsie, so a lot of people are gone.
Yeah.
I'd like to check something after you're done.
I got a 16. That moment scarred me for life, so I will always remember the footsie on the ship.
16. So
That could be a shutout.
the ship is empty. All of the setting, the placement, everything is all still there. You know,
I see now.
the silverware, the cups, the food is all still there. Everything's still there.
So it's almost abandoned, like just up and
Just
gone.
like everyone just poofed out of existence, and you can, I guess, try to make your own assumptions.
And
from
everybody
there.
was
Okay.
on the front part of the deck. Nobody was in. The
Correct.
Yeah,
As
'cause
far
remember
as you
we were,
know,
like,
the
locked in.
entire
Right.
ship was.
Except for your buddy, maybe we could find him in the back. He was probably doing his job. Security.
I mean, I think
And
I would. I
Walter.
think I would actually.
And that one
Oh,
guy.
and Rowan.
And that one person that we saw in the engine room. We didn't think they were.
Yeah, we don't know who
And
they
we
are.
could probably lift this up now and see what's going on.
Yeah,
there.
I think I would actually.
Yeah,
probably,
nobody's here.
I think I would actually probably run into the back.
Oh no, to look for your
Let's-
buddy.
To-
Oh,
we
the
have to
car?
address some
But-
things
Right.
first.
So before,
Yeah.
like,
We'll just get that. That's the general environment that you guys are in
Okay.
before you start playing
It was
detective
an
on here.
unnatural disappearance. Can I discern that much from it?
WTF.
You had a very unnatural experience. Yeah.
Okay, so I can assume that they unnaturally disappeared.
Something happened. Yes.
And does it feel like would I know? Do I feel this is really the Stargazer? Like it doesn't feel like I'm
mist.
manifest still in the
Like
mist.
we're still in a weird...
Right, like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that would be the one thing that I kind of am. Ooh, are we? Aren't we?
Make an insight check.
I love dogs. They're so cute. Betsy, you're
17.
17. This
I still haven't gotten over how cute our dog is. We adopted him
you
months ago.
you experienced the mist in a way that you felt like you had unlimited control over the environment. This situation feels very normal to you. Like it feels like the rules of physics apply here. Like this is an environment that
They
you're
make me want to live more like cats.
like
Yeah.
is based
They're-
in
they're
reality.
like-
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get that
No,
same
they're
feeling where
just
it's like,
let's go
oh yeah, I think I
for a
could.
I
walk.
want to be Neo.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's chill on the couch for a little while.
Which is great.
Uh-huh.
And
Like,
also,
just very different.
dogs they're so needy, they force you to be alive. And I need that.
So I suggest
Kind
that
of dog thing.
the pilot or whoever that
Yep.
whatever that one's title is,
Yep.
and I
It's like a
just because I have an idea about a lightning train, go up and to the control deck and see if we can maintain control over the ship.
Okay, before we
You
do
got me
anything,
on that.
you guys,
No,
if there's
I'm
anything,
confident.
just as you blink into existence here, if you want to like make any sort of deduction as to where you are or whatever, we're just going to do that, and then we'll deal with cards, and then we'll get on a plan.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, I think we're back where we're supposed to be, but obviously it doesn't seem like things are right. But I feel we're back on the ship for real.
He
Okay.
hated his man.
May as well assume so for the time being.
Immediately tried to
Yeah, we shall
destroy
see
him
where we
and
go.
get him off of it.
That's
He was
so
just
funny.
sitting there and like,
Okay. If you want to share what cards you got, you can. Otherwise, you need to at least show me what it is.
What does that even mean? What are
You
you
don't?
guys gonna get? Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I
Good.
don't like mine.
Or you're gonna love it.
Or you're going to love it. So I will say, these cards are not fair, and they are not balanced.
Good.
And they are meant to be that way.
Love it.
They are a result of being in the mist.
Mm.
I
Okay.
didn't ask
So
you.
everybody,
I deny that assertion. To be born is to be doomed to die.
everybody has had something happen to them from being in the mist, and
This is our
Some of-
PTSD.
some of them are good, some of them are really bad.
Are you guys
Looks like it.
ready? I'll share.
So
I mean,
I will
is that the
say,
one you usually have.
whether you got good, bad, or other, there is a way to change it if you want to,
Is
but
this
it's
like a
not
curse?
just like it's something that has happened to you. It's not going to be like, oh, I just cast Cure Wounds on myself and I'm better. No,
I'm
it's
excited. Even if
This
it's
could
shit, I'm
affect my
excited.
livelihood.
it is you. It is
I'm
part
actually
of you
kinda
now.
thinking
It
this
is
might
something that
actually
happened.
be as bad then.
I agree.
I
Yeah.
have no idea from what it is. So
I'll
it's
go
like
first in the share circle.
Okay.
I got the plague of frailty.
nice.
Oh, that is a bad one.
I don't
So,
think you could
but
spin that one to be
It
good.
could
but hey.
mean. Hold on. Hear me out. It could mean that she is the plague of frailty.
It doesn't.
That she pushes out onto the world. No. Hear my idea instead
Yeah,
of
that's what the
hers.
original dragon marked, like the Aberron dragon
Right.
marks.
And
Or
I'm
the
a
black
I'm a
hole.
pit fighter. This is gonna affect my word.
Okay.
But you've got Zephyr
I
Strike.
should be frail.
I have added it to your feats. It might take a moment for it
I was gonna say
to.
these.
Like,
I was
update
figuring
it.
maybe feats.
But it
and
is there.
That's why I said that. I
Okay,
think this
thank
might
you,
actually
God.
be kind of
Maybe.
Mhm.
That's not
Maybe.
not real good. Okay.
That's bad to hear.
Who picked next? Was it?
I don't know who picked that.
One.
Oh,
It would be one of
It was
us.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and Quill.
All
for
right.
the
If you
fact
want to
checker.
share, you can. Otherwise, I at least need your card so I can see.
I got the Champions Chorus.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
I
that
feel
does
so
seem
fine.
That seems
good.
good.
Uh-huh.
Let's trade. You
fart.
want to play?
Olivia,
It's not
fart.
Pokemon.
That's your championship chorus.
Right. I think as a weird
First
11-year-old, I can make that
Let's
work.
figure out what's
Okay,
wrong.
Champion's Chorus has been added to you.
Where do I find it?
Who was next? Here it was
Third, I
Tanith.
think. Not fourth, no.
I got Child of Darkness.
Ooh.
That might be cool.
Can I see the image?
That could be very in the middle, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know where to find it.
Wow. Sure. Like hanging out in the dark. That's a good thing.
Second wind. Ability score, languages.
Yeah. You know, bards
legacy,
perform at night.
adult plus
It's a good thing, right?
culture.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it.
Good. You might have to click on it
What the
to get a more descriptive
Okay.
thing.
I'm scared.
Oh
And mine, it
no.
looks good.
Can I really feel like this though? I'm kinda-
Yeah. Okay, and then who is after you?
This
It
sucks.
was me.
Yep.
The Doom Dreamer. Ooh,
That's
you're
fun.
born, you're doomed, like we were talking about earlier. And look, he's got a prehensile tail. How freaking cool
He
is that?
does.
So it's not doom. It's positive.
I mean,
Positive.
you picked exactly the card you were supposed to pick.
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? I can't even.
I
fix
told you
this.
some of them are real bad.
Does it automatically do that, or do I need to do that? Like reduce the two. I
Which
can
part?
look into it, but it's like automatically.
Yeah, I did it already.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I mean that sucks, but thanks.
Yeah.
One less stressor for me.
Okay.
That's so
And then
dumb.
Zach.
Yeah, me, and then Cliff would beat the last.
I'm
Yep.
plagued.
Because this will affect what you guys do.
So we
I'm
shouldn't
sure.
be shaking hands a lot?
Let's just say I'm burning up right now.
Is
All right,
this,
Zach.
Literally.
is this AIDS or the cold? Like, AIDS,
It's
I can still
something
shake
that's
your hand.
incurable, so.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't live, so maybe you don't need to be cured.
I just need to suffer for the rest
All
of
right,
my
what'd
life.
you get,
It's
Zach?
fine.
Let's find this out.
I'm glad we're doing the share circle. Are you gonna keep Quillis a secret just
Wait,
because
what did you
they're
have?
not here?
Zach?
I had Heckler's Malice. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't even tell you.
You didn't say.
Oh, that's totally on me. I
Hold,
thought
hold
you
your
were
card
supposed
up
to-
so everyone can
Okay.
see.
Sorry.
I have the Heckler's
Oh,
Malice.
that's so perfect for you. I love that for you.
Oh no, I'm excited. To
I was
see what
like
that
refreshing.
is.
I'm like, why didn't Tom give this to me? Because apparently you were an idiot and you can't say that you had
Yep.
check.
Okay.
There is a necklace you can get with this guy who's like cursed to laughter in Baldur's Gate. So I wonder if you're gonna be kind of similar.
Okay. So when you guys have all read those and feel you're comfortable with it, then you can either share. Some people will need to share.
Do you know what Phyllis was?
I will
Yeah,
say
see,
close.
that was my.
Quillith got Celestial Radiance.
Oh, good for Quillis.
Quillith got
Ooh,
a very ironic one.
Oh, really?
it's a
Yes.
cool card though.
Yes.
And then it will be Quillis' choice to share, like it's. Well, never mind. Zach's
Her-
already reading it.
Oh,
Yeah. No, there's no words on
Yeah,
it.
her wings
picture.
are coming back.
Celestial what?
Her feathers are coming back.
Radiance.
Okay, I'm gonna tell them that, which is.
I will put it in their thing. If
I'm,
you want to tell Ty, I don't know what they're doing today, but I
I'm
will
gonna
add
tell
it
them.
as their feet.
I will tell them. They're probably not doing good things mental health wise.
Yeah, I figured.
Wow, that's fun.
Just so you guys, I feel like I've never really experienced this before. So like, what I'm looking like right now, as we're the only people on the ship, I'm sweating profusely. I have like, I'm burning up, and like, I am not looking good. And it definitely looks like it would affect me if we're gonna battle anything. Like it looks like I'm dying. Do we know all of this or no? Okay, so I do know that this is
Yeah.
an incurable ailment
Yeah.
that I now
your
suffer
time,
from.
time in the mist has answered your questions for you.
Okay.
You also need to do the things that are the once a day things.
Oh no.
Yeah, because you guys just finished a long rest.
So I have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, it says
Well, now it's set
after
off.
I attack
Then?
or are attacked. So
Right, but there's no card, isn't there? There's a once a day thing that you have to do.
it's once per day after you attack or you are attacked.
The most
I immediately
powerful
suffer damage no
trial
matter
life.
what.
Wow.
But it says
That's
that
great.
Just one time.
yes. But I think that's it.
Okay.
So technically I'm not
Most powerful what?
terrible.
Child. Huh, cool.
You are the
Wait,
most
you walking
frightening
speed is
child
increased
ever.
by 5
So is this
feet
what
as the
you
pains
got?
and sickness
Or
overcome
is this
each
just
day.
like-
So that
This is
doesn't
what I read
decrease
about
each
average
day, right?
rank
I'm
marks.
not
Oh,
gonna be
right.
immobile, am I?
No.
Okay. Anyways, I'm kind of
Yeah,
dying.
aberrant dragon marks are interesting.
And there's
They're
no
almost more
cure.
fun than regular dragon
No
marks.
spell can fix it.
No,
It's
the one
not a
I'm
curse,
building-
it's not a disease, and it's not a poison. So I am constantly feverish now. My walking speed is reduced. I'm like slower. I take damage if I hurt people, or if I get damage and it's like automatic damage. So like, I'm.
It's only once a day, though.
What's only once a day? Because I took healing spells as a fighter.
So how does this? So how bad?
I'm dying.
Like how bad does it affect you in battle?
I take 1d6 damage automatically, whether like once, but still.
When
I
a fight
take-
starts, or
if
during...
I attack or if I'm attacked,
Just once.
just once a day, but still, like automatically,
Got
I
it.
get hurt,
Yeah.
which is a bummer. And then my walking speed is reduced, and then or movement speed.
But right now you're at full hit points, right?
Until she attacks him.
Right now I'm doing great. I'm just sweating profusely and really feverish.
I can try to one up you on that one.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
So
Let's look at you.
Rick, you
yes.
need to make a Constitution save because you just woke up.
Oh gosh, Rick.
I'm
I'm
Heckler's Malice is the insults and taunts of Egan Baker linger in my mind.
Oh no.
Every
that
time-
really crushed me.
Hold
I'm
on.
glad you got that on.
Every
You
time-
suffer a point of exhaustion as you are unable to shake off
That
the
gives
dream.
you disadvantage on rolls,
So-
doesn't it?
disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws.
So mine is I
really
wake
messed
up
up in here.
and I'm
And make sure you mark a level
your
of
butt
exhaustion
hurts.
because tomorrow, if
take
you wake up
1d6
with
when I
another
wake up.
one, you would
So I
have
at
2
least can wait
levels
till
of
battle.
exhaustion.
But you're automatically
but I'm not
hurt.
slow.
Is it your feelings that are hurt and it just physically affects you?
It's what the problem I have with this is because I house him. I had him every time. He gets his.
Did you
last
take
revenge.
your d6?
I did already. Yes.
Okay.
It was 4.
Okay, so make sure you mark that off.
Hey, what's happening to you two? Do you guys look like? Are you guys glowing like the healthiest you've ever been now that we're out of this?
I will say that
I don't know if I'd be glowing.
Quillith has a healthy glow about it.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down. Okay. Cool.
And you notice, well, I guess there's no way to avoid seeing it, but I guess how she wants to do it, her wings are radiant.
Are radiant?
I will just say that. I don't know how
Okay.
Ty is going to want to play that.
Is she no longer crippled? Good for her. Good for that old lady. It's probably good that she's not dying from disease.
Did they just
though.
feed her through a chipper and it just like gets everything, including her whiskers?
Yeah.
Question mark. I mean, question.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Not
they're-
the mark.
Yeah.
You said that we might be able to
Totally.
trade this. Is that something we can find out now, or is it a later thing?
It's like one of those. It's like one of those
It
tree
is a
mailers during
long-term
Christmas.
thing.
Just pass it right
Okay.
through.
But you said that there is a way to possibly switch it, or what did you say earlier?
This is something that's happened to your character over the course of time. You may be able to resolve it or fix it, but it's not something that's like, oh, right now, just cure wounds and it's gone.
Well, judging by what
Yeah.
this freaking says,
I don't
Yes.
think I don't think I want to change.
well, good for you two.
I mean, I'm gonna like.
What's it like?
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, please tell us. How are you? Well, you don't have to. I guess that's up to you.
I don't think anything would be noticeably different about me
Okay.
at this point.
Ugh, I have a fever and I'm sweating. You guys, you're welcome. This is what I look like.
I'm a
Maybe-
share because you never would have seen this one on me. Like,
Outside of maybe I look more like maybe look a little more like a goth kid. That'd be like the only thing.
Looking a little goth after
Yeah,
the
yeah.
experience.
I mean, child of darkness, you know.
you're looking more emo.
Yeah, definitely more emo.
we
kid.
just went
You
through
could-
I
something
put up my
traumatic.
guy liner is
I
thicker.
can see
You
Yep.
could, if you're looking closely
You
at
have-
him, you could make
You
a
have
perception
guyliner
check at him.
and
Oh, I would love to.
eyelack.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Because I'll give you something.
Because I'm over here dying, so
Yeah.
I would be like, are you guys dying?
No, it's just darker.
Yeah.
It's just darker
Okay,
and
perception.
more. That's all.
I am gonna perceive you, just so you know. I'm gonna roll to see you, okay, Chris?
Okay.
So what do you think of that?
15.
15.
Not
It's
great. but
interesting.
It's not bad.
I like it.
It's almost more like a liqueur.
With a 15,
Yeah.
you can see
Salmon.
something is different with his eyes.
Oh, his eyes a little funky.
Wait.
Oh, it's the guy liner.
Yeah.
Oh! Should I write that down, or is it the actual color that's different? Because I will write guy liner if you're like,
I mean, it could
I would
be.
say like the
It could be
Irish
like
is like
Yeah.
okay.
something in the
Very
eyeball
much.
itself
Black
looks
Russian.
different.
Right,
Irish
guys?
And that would be
is
about
like
the only
slightly
thing
No
you would
different.
cream,
Okay.
all Kahlua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that's.
Yeah, they would be really good in White
Slightly
Russians.
different.
Oh yeah.
Or it's like just a pre-mixed black Russian.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to look at everybody then? Because
If
I
you
obviously
want to.
came out awful, so I would
Yeah.
want to see if I can tell if these other people are suffering. So I guess I'll go down in a row. So I'll look at the child next, which I feel like makes sense because I want to see if the child's like dying like I am.
Yeah, if you want to use that same 15.
I would probably tell.
Oh yeah, for
Or-
all
I'll
of them.
probably tell you what's
Oh,
going
okay.
on.
I'll be like, oh, are you okay?
Yeah. And I'm doing great.
Oh, thank God.
I'm more confident than ever.
Oh my God,
Um,
good for you.
And I tell you that I've heard some voices that have claimed me as their new champion.
Child,
What
confident
was your
hears
card?
voices.
Uh,
That's that note.
Champions
I don't know if that's a
Chorus.
good thing,
Are you
but
Joan of Arc?
Joan of
Yes,
Arcadia. Joan of
She
Arcadia.
died real young, so I hope not.
That's why you're Joan of Arcadia, the Nickelodeon show.
well, you're like 11. You probably have years, even if
Yeah.
it's very
At least
young.
like
No,
7.
she's Hannah Montana.
Okay.
Not Joan of Arc, Hannah Montana.
That's a really good show.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Me
you.
too.
Never really got into Hannah Montana with the kid.
My dad and I watched
She
Hannah
She was,
Montana.
Oh,
not,
sorry.
she was not really a fan of the Disney stuff. It was more the Nickelodeon ones.
Oh, right, like,
That's so bad.
whatever the brothers,
iCarly.
Zach and...
I
Zach-
loved
yeah.
iCarly.
Yeah, and
Drake
Winnie's
and Josh,
watching
which I
iCarly
feel
right now.
Is she?
icky about now. She's watching iCarly. It's
Yeah.
such a good one.
Yeah, she's in love with that.
That feels like a good Winnie show.
Yes.
I love Spencer. Anyways,
Spencer
let's
was,
see.
yeah, I mean, as somebody who has quite a bit younger sister, actually all my sisters are quite a bit younger, I also was like, I like Spencer.
I love
Making
that.
the weird art.
I just remember like when there's a fire in the building, he's like, me first! And he's like pushing through. That's my core Spencer memory. How's this little guy looking?
Yeah.
The child's looking okay.
Let me see.
Kind of tired.
Do you feel like there's any difference in your appearance?
Like visibly.
I don't think this.
But she tells me that you tell me that you hear voices.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I wrote confident hears voices. And that's a little scary.
told her.
So I'm gonna be like,
But the voices. Okay, this isn't gonna make you sound better. but
Worse.
The voices help me.
the voice
They
is
always
so...
help, sure.
I mean, that's what the schizophrenics always say.
I'm like,
Sure.
honestly, I'm like, the
amazing.
child's dying. I'm like, this
I
is
mean,
it.
the voices help me kill other people.
Oh, the voices help
You're
you
really
kill.
selling this child.
Help you kill.
Let's kill the child. Let's kill the child now.
Yep.
She sounds crazy.
Just my enemies.
Also,
Okay.
your level 3 rogue stuff is bananas. Like,
Rogues are insane.
What-
What archetype
Yeah,
did
I
you
was
go
gonna
with?
say, what
I
package?
chose thief just because I feel like I'm more sneaky than.
Oh,
I could see
I
that
don't
for
know
the
as much
child.
about the thief,
this
but yeah,
this
that's-
child has a climbing speed
Yep.
now, which
Oh,
is
yeah, these-
so insanely broken that
Yeah.
it's
That's amazing.
Is it monk broken like climbing?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can
Just
walk up
Yeah, I don't
walls.
straight up climbing
And the-
speed
like,
equal to
I
her
don't know
movement
shit about-
speed.
I
Yeah, and the whole idea is for her to like climb up shit and jump on top of it. That's her whole job.
Because
Coming to you like a spider
Oh
monkey.
yeah, she's,
Yes.
straight, she's straight spider monkey.
I love
I was
that for
really
you.
when I was half classing my ranger.
yeah.
I was really thinking about instead
Oh
of
my
dipping
God.
3 to get the fighter archetype.
Yeah.
I was like, do I go thief? Because then I can climb.
Climbing.
I mean, to
Fine.
be fair, I think even like the lame like rogue subclasses are
Yeah.
still ridiculous.
Way better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
rogues
fun.
are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Here, toss one of those candies.
I need to make what you got in there. I need to make a good.
Oh yeah,
straight
I
rogue.
couldn't find bunnies, but there are eggs.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I looked at all of the candies you guys asked about, got none of them. But this is what was left. so-
Nope, this is it.
I mean, there's
Okay.
Reese's, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Doesn't matter what shape.
It's like
they
when
are.
you reskin a skeleton. It's the same stuff. It just looks different.
But please help me eat as much as you can because this is a lot of candy for me. I've had it sitting upstairs. I'm like, communal candy. Because I know we're not going to all eat it at D&D.
How do I
Well,
know?
that's why I brought the
Dude.
cake, because I'm like, if you don't eat it, I'm going to have to throw it away, because otherwise I'll eat it all, and then I'll just be fat, and I don't want to be too much fat.
Bro, same.
No, I'm good.
Wow, rude.
Can I do a
Just kidding. It's your turn.
investigation or perception on myself to see why I'm so darn tired?
Yes.
And you're weak, and you have...
I suppose perception would be more appropriate, right?
Yeah, or medicine, whichever one.
Medicine doesn't do much for me.
Okay.
I'm doing perception.
A 20. Not an 20, but a 20.
Oh yeah.
Still pretty good. I only got 15. Are you looking at everybody?
I'm starting with myself.
Oh, sorry. I was like, I want to know more about his eyes. Because I just got a funky.
Oh, well, hold on.
So, whilst you had a good experience in the mist, the process of being like shunted out of the mist into reality again has left you disorientated, and something has become a part of you that you find it very difficult to sleep in the time that you would need to like process your thoughts and collect and like be in your head and just dream and rest. That is gone.
Damn, that sucks. At least I can sleep.
As
That's all you
the
do.
Yeah.
as the bad memories of the mist have attached themselves to your brain.
Did we go to heaven?
This is
Or
like
heaven adjacent.
I was in heaven and now I'm back here.
I'm gonna hero on it. Just gonna go back to heaven.
Rough times.
I definitely got
Chasing
all
the
of the
dragon
bad
now.
part about doing drugs.
It's a resurrection gone bad. No, I wanted to stay.
But I feel like I would have crumbled if I had Tegan in my head. Egan Baker in
Yeah.
my
Oh
head.
yeah, with
So
your
I feel-
character.
yeah.
So does Neff see anything different about you?
Yes, please.
Got a little tail.
You have a
Do
tail?
not have a tail yet.
Do you really have a
the
tail?
card, man.
Oh my god.
You can't have a tail yet.
Oh, okay, so I can't write that
At least
down.
you're saying yeah.
Nubbin. There's a nubbin.
I have a feeling that you'll get a tail soon. Just by looking at you. Okay. But you just look a little tired, essentially.
I think so.
Okay, because I know you're
He
just
looks
a bit
exhausted.
above table. Okay. Disoriented. Looks exhausted.
That's more like cat.
Okay.
I would say,
Yeah, what are you
like,
looking
as
at?
right as we come out of the mist, I look more distracted than usual.
Okay.
Like, I'm probably pretty well put together, like, focused as a monk.
That's how
But
I
I look
envision you.
a little distracted, but it clears pretty quickly.
Almost not centered right
Yeah.
away like you usually are. 'Cause
Yeah.
you feel, okay.
And then what do they see?
What does that mean? He doesn't even know.
I don't think. I mean, in general, from what I'm seeing, is like all of my stuff is in my head.
You might be wrong.
Do you feel like they would notice that?
That's what I'm saying. That like the only thing that they would really, what she would notice is that as I came out, I'm a little distracted from the things that are going on in my head. But besides that, I don't think physically.
And that's only for a little bit. He like recenters.
Yeah.
But that makes sense to me.
You recenter your cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Unless this is some guy you always see, then I would be messed.
No, it's no. No, I would say like from everything that I am reading, looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's more here
Yeah.
than there
Oh.
was a second ago.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
You gotta click on it.
He's a liar.
I did click on it, and it only gave me half of it. When
No.
when I
It was
originally.
probably still uploading.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
It only showed me that bottom part.
I've never
It was
looked
probably
at
still uploading.
Sorry, that is my bad.
Well, now I'm more intrigued. Oh, you're reading
Oh, okay.
it. You have to process it. Okay. Oh.
it. Work.
If you guys have questions specifically about your things, we can talk to them without putting it in the game if you want.
Oh, like above table?
Yeah.
Here's the little person who's not painted. Who was the last guy who lived?
Well, Ty didn't get anything.
You're right. So Ty can have this one. Whoever the heck this is. Beefy boy.
Yeah. So like when I first come back, you can tell like I'm distracted. While I guess how long is this going on?
Yes.
Well, I'm saying like, have we been like out on the deck for like 2 hours
Oh,
or a
that's-
couple
No.
minutes?
We'll give it a few minutes for
Okay.
you guys to collect your thoughts.
So as I'm looking, I look distracted, and I'm just kind of like, you see me walking over here, and then and then I kind of walk over another direction, like I'm kind of chasing something that doesn't, to me, seems there. And then, and then I just start like saying quietly, but I'm not yelling, but I'm like talking, and I'm saying, "You're dead. How are you there?" What?
Story-wise, I would say I'm by the child because I'm most concerned about her, and I'm gonna see this happening, and I'm gonna be like, "Are those the voices you hear?" Because I assume he's hearing
his
voices right now.
voices seem way worse.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
That makes a
Actually,
yeah.
Since I hear him see him hearing voices, I'm gonna make an insight check on him.
Go for it.
At least they're not the same voices. Yours don't sound as fun, let's be honest.
Or an investigation check.
Okay.
That's good.
I
Either
also
one.
love that you're emo now. Emo Bard, let's go!
14?
I mean,
And what are you specifically
this
trying
actually
to...
kind of this kind of
I'm
works.
just trying to
I
see
can
play-
do
music that's gonna
his
come from
voices
this?
seem similar
Sick.
to mine? What do his
All
like? I know that my
all
voices
of
are
you
helping me.
guys.
What do
Yeah.
I think his voices are doing?
Well-
Like, do I think it's giving?
Well,
I will
yours
put
are
a
like
playlist together too.
a cacophony of
For your
like
Bard, please do.
helpful, like
I
positive
feel
reinforcement, and like you feel
Can't
good
think of
about
her name,
yourself
but
when you
she's
listen to your
culture.
voices.
She's gonna be
That
like,
is
"Emo
not what he
you?"
has.
She's gonna come
His
back
are
for
very
pictures.
much
She's
like
gonna be like, yes,
like
this
you
is
can
what
see him
I
like
need.
almost in like
She's
hunter
not-
mode, like trying to find like where this is. Like I need to stop this.
And I just rolled perception
Yep.
to see if anybody is kind of watching what I'm doing. I am kind of stuck in this feud right now. Like I don't notice anybody paying attention to it to
Yep.
like break me out of what I'm trying to go down.
Oh, you want us to help you?
I know I'm saying that like
Yeah.
playing off of hers, would I have noticed her looking at me?
Yeah, you're.
I don't notice anybody else but what
So you're like very actively like walking around the deck, like trying to find
to figure out what
what
is
the
going
fuck.
on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm over here feeling awful, but I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
I'm gonna go ask if he's okay.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
like, be careful.
So
Don't
how
touch
do you,
it.
I'm so ill.
how do you approach?
I think
If
I
you
see you
punch the
acting
child, I
really
swear to
weird,
God.
and I like come like make sure you're facing
Yeah.
me, and like I'm not like.
Got
standing
it. So
up
then I would
behind
like
you
okay. So then I see you, and
accidentally.
then I would like looking where I'm looking. I would see you there, and I would say, Calvin, do you just humor me here? Do you see anything about 15 feet over that way?
No.
Okay, so then as she's saying that, I say, thank you, and I sit down and I try to center myself as best I can.
At least you took that well.
I can kill it. If there's something there, I can kill it. I can
Is
kill
it
it.
here?
I'll-
Is it here?
I'll
Just
open an
stab
eye
me
and
in.
say-
Yeah.
I would say, right there, about 15 feet, just stab.
I'm gonna go 15 feet and just start slashing
Oh
everywhere.
my god,
Uh,
she's
little
such a
bag.
good
Just gonna
child.
start running.
Yeah.
I love the child.
Yeah.
even more.
So as you do that, you can see me visibly wince and say, yeah, no, you don't need to stab anymore.
Okay.
Oh. Ew.
Anyone else? I got
Does it look like
I
you're
got my
hurt?
knife. I can stab.
No, just more of like,
Okay. Okay, because that
when
would have been an interesting
think of when
development.
one of your students is just like laying into you and you're like, okay, we can just settle down. They're like, and then they go deeper into it and you're like, I can't strangle a child.
The
think of
worst
that.
part that gets me right now is all the bruh.
Oh,
If I don't do what they
Oh.
want, they're like, bruh.
If
And
I
I'm
can't-
like,
if I
"Can
don't-
you not?"
if I don't hear my 8 and 7-year-olds say Rizzler and not know what they're talking about anymore,
I have to have these kids translate for me because I'll be like, what does that mean? Because they're like, he said this. I don't even know what he said, but it was something that means fat, okay? And it was some weird word, and I was like, what does that even mean? And they were like, it means he's fat. And I'm like, and then I have to address the situation because you can't call kids fat. But I was like, can you please tell me what the, I don't know. I've never heard that before in my life.
Tell them it's not in the dictionary, doesn't count. Shut up.
Urban Dictionary is where I should just go.
No, that's
Yeah, just
That's-
have it like
That's how you
on
get
the
that's how you
you
get
get
help.
suspended from being a teacher, though. If you're on Urban Dictionary.
Literally, they suspended AI, and it's so funny because I used AI to write my spring concert speeches because I didn't want to write it. So I was like, please write a little introduction to the song, The Bunny Boogie, that 2 kids of this grade level can do. And then I like thanked it at the end because I treat AI like it's a real person, and it was like, no problem, come back after the concert and tell me how it went. And I'm like, no. And then 2 days later, we got an email saying, like, from IT saying that they were gonna stop the teacher's access to that, and I was like,
Oh no.
was that me? Because it did, because they were like, it retains information and it does hold on to it. And I did literally say Sullivan Stingers. So I did literally say the grade school and their like persona, but also I was like, it's already bad enough I have to do a concert and I have no experience in the field, so let technology write my thing. I'm the reason you can't use AI.
Oh, that's a bummer. My sister is like the boss at her company.
Oh, is she?
She's in charge of a lot of people, so she used AI to write all of the reviews for everybody.
I use it to write all my monthly rewards for classes too. I'm like, I don't know what
we were
to say.
We were talking about using AI, and I was like, well, shit, I don't feel so. I'm like, I use it for D&D. I'm like, I don't use it for work.
Make a perception check.
How's
Now
Kate?
what am I gonna do? Sorry.
You could use it at home. Just
We
find
can just do that with
find
normal,
You're
right?
still right on my personal
Yeah,
computer, not on my
yeah.
computer.
And then print it out and then take it, and you don't have to worry about it.
Still get the information.
Yes.
Oh yes, please. Please. Don't feel bad about it.
Still a 16.
I appreciate you guys greatly.
I'm very good at eating candy.
Whilst the
Child
thing
stabbing.
you have, when the child was flailing wildly about, while it did not stop, it seemed like you could see it pass through it.
I'm glad I don't have what you have. I'm over here physically dying, but I'm glad I don't have whatever you have going on. This isn't great.
If Rick rolls bad for 5 days, he dies. So.
Wait, what?
Wait, I
Even
don't know
he's
about that.
shocked.
Here, I was just thinking about where's the coffee on the ship. This will be fine.
If you get 5 levels of exhaustion, you die, and I kind of forgot about that.
I forgot about that part.
I feel
So,
like that's
just
so
this
you
is,
thought to be like coffee will
you know,
fix it. It's
Prior
fine.
to the DM,
Exactly.
can we go back to the part where I just read as much as I read and really was okay with that negative?
Yeah, forget the rest of
I
it.
swear to God, like I clicked on it and it didn't load the
I
whole
just
thing.
want to.
So it's like,
I
oh,
couldn't
this
find
isn't
it.
Good
bad.
parts, some of the bad parts.
I don't have any good parts here.
You're just emo. I feel like Quillith and the child probably got off the best. I don't know what Quillith has, but like glowy wings.
Quilts are pretty cool.
I'm excited
Okay.
to see Quillis.
Me too.
And I think with her backstory, she could probably use a fucking win.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, right.
I did.
And honestly, I will like to see how Ty uses the radiant wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to.
Ty's
The cake
very
is good.
I have
tactical,
ideas,
too.
but I
I
would like
love
to see
that
how
about
somebody
them.
else comes up with ideas.
The cake is good. Sponge is nice and moist.
I
Just enough frosting.
Oh, what a good compliment.
I souped up the box mix.
Okay.
My grandma, her she would do that with like vanilla white frosting,
Mm-hmm.
and it almost tasted exactly like Twinkie, so it was always Twinkie cake.
Okay.
So I just
Did we get-
Actually, strawberry.
Did everybody get a general idea of what's?
frosting, but I put food coloring because I didn't have
What's that,
much to go with.
Did everybody get a general idea of what everybody else looks
Yeah.
like? Do we feel like we're all satisfied? Did
Yeah,
they-
There's a little more
Did they
width
look
to
at
it.
you?
Nobody's looked at me, but I
Kinda tired.
definitely
Yours seems
think
more.
that
Yeah,
mine is
you are
probably the
visibly
most
tired, but other
physically.
than that,
Noticeable.
Your hands
Do you
are
want to look at
not-
Neff since you're there?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Like, if you touch me too, like, I'm feverish.
I know nothing.
Oh, she's
I
like,
got
she's fine. Look at
one.
these voices
She-
telling me what to
She's
do.
a child.
Oh.
So I'm looking at Ty, just to get a better sense of Quillith. I got a 20 with.
Damn.
I still got 20.
You're really checking out the
So
Owlin.
I don't want to give too much away of their
It's
stuff,
their choice, kind of.
Yeah.
but I will tell you the obvious.
Or did you already tell us? I missed it. That could be
What he did tell us is that there's a healthy glow about her.
Yep.
Okay.
And that her wings are radiant, whatever that means.
Yep.
And does she seem more positive?
That I don't know.
Or would you not
Can't-
tell?
can't
Okay.
say.
Maybe hold out till
Perfect.
next time and be like, start with the.
Yeah.
Start with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about all I can say. I don't know what
You
Ty's
Let
gonna
them
wanna give up.
experience it for themselves and.
Yep.
And even
Healthy glow.
though Tanith is a bit of a blonde, elfy looking guy, going to the emo goth look that after kind of he looks like he's seen some shit that, like you said, we'll say that there is like a white streak in his in the hair, even though
Trolls. It's like Frozen. Sorry.
sure we'll go with that.
No, trolls.
Yeah.
He's Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I mean
That kind of trolls. I was thinking Frozen. She was kissed by trolls.
Oh,
That's what she
yeah.
dreamed
I
of.
was thinking trolls. And
I really
JT
like
going.
this.
Everybody
black.
wants to be Justin
There's
Timberlake.
too many trolls. I was thinking a little troll doll.
Justin
Yeah.
Straight up.
And I just saw some today because I was at antique
I
stores.
gotta think about the big bad guys from Tolkien that.
Oh.
Yeah.
We all
We
had
all had
very
different
different
ideas.
ideas.
Everyone went all over.
Yeah, I did not go to Frozen or the Trolls movie because that's not
Streak
my-
of gray, you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, streak of like grayish white.
Okay. White hair.
All right.
Since mine sucks and hers was better, can I just pretend that I picked a different card?
Whose was better?
Clearly
Well,
mine.
Oh,
And
You had a 50-50, man. It could have been real good for you.
It could have been awesome.
oh, you were
so
the last
sad.
one to pick.
Yep.
I was the first, and I got the fucking plague, so that says a
Yeah.
lot.
And in my head, I was making the choice. I'm like, I should take the one on top because I was picking before Ty, and
You shouldn't have.
well,
So Tom, what are these guys doing up here?
Okay, so we'll
Yes.
get back into the game now.
Who's the bear? Sorry.
Dad.
Yeah.
I forgot his mini.
Got his mini.
Goddard's looking cute today.
So you guys all exist again, and you take your moment to like look around, collect your thoughts, see everybody, see each other pacing around. The people that were with you in the experience just are still sitting in their chairs. It looks like they literally fell asleep in their chairs, and they just kind of like wake up and they're there, and they're kind of very disorientated, looking around at each other, trying to figure out what happened. Yes.
May I look at them? Like, are they cursed? Is
Yeah.
anybody else dying with me?
Make a perception
Okay,
check.
because I would probably also check on Forsborn.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, wake the fuck up when we were in his mind kind of
Mhm.
thing. But sorry, now I'm curious. Is anybody glowing?
yeah, I would do the
Tired
same
with
thing, but with Sally after I've centered myself.
Yep.
I would look for at
Perception still?
whatever it is.
Yep.
That's still a 15, which, I mean, not the worst. I'll take it.
So you're 15. They, as a general, they all look disorientated. None of them have grown any appendages or look overtly sick, or just from your initial inspection, don't look any worse off for wear than what they did.
Well, good for fucking that. Sorry.
So, there's only so many cards in the deck.
Well, 13.
13 for looking at Sally.
Yeah.
Sally, same thing. She with the 13. Yeah, she looks disorientated. But with Sally, you notice for a moment that she goes to like grab like Egan's knee, and it's not there, and Egan is not there, and she's like has a moment of like, where the fuck did he go? And she's always got this like very, like facade on her of like pure togetherness, but she's like, this is like a broken facade right now, and she's like, what the fuck? Where is he? Where'd he go? Where am I? What the fuck just happened? Like she's got panic in her eyes.
Do we still have all the memories of what we went through? Do we still have all the memories of what we went through? Because that makes me curious then if she remembers anything.
You guys
I mean,
definitely remember what happened.
okay. She was touched by the shadows like 2 or 3 times, so maybe
Do-
she's a little more.
I mean, do we all see her do this, or was it just
Yeah, if you wanted to see that, you definitely would. Yeah.
Who's this person?
Yeah.
That's the old guy. What's his name?
Lunadream.
Bobbert.
Robert.
Lunadream.
The Swinger Bob.
Bobber.
So what do you think they ought to do?
So we see Sally kind of sort of unsure about Egan. Is anybody else like coming to and seeing that he's not there? Like, is anybody else reacting to a missing well, like not necessarily a missing all the people, just like the missing person from our last reality.
Yeah, so this is like, everyone's pretty disorientated, and it's kind of like when you get woken up from like a dream, like when you're asleep and you get woken up real suddenly and you're kind of like disorientated and trying to like blink yourself awake. Sally's the first one that notices that Egan's not there, and then quickly Forgeborn looks across the table and sees he's not there, and like stands bolt straight upright and like starts like obviously scanning the room for him. And shortly after that, the other people start to wake up, and the captain is like looks directly up at the command deck and sees there's nobody there, and you can see a look of like panic on his face as there's like, then he looks out the glass window and there's nobody flying the ship. We're rudderless.
One question back.
Yep.
Captain, was he a captain on a regular ship, like a regular old water ship?
He was like a war general.
Yeah, he was like an admiral. He was,
Yeah, I think he
because
was.
his dream was crashing his ship.
Okay.
A sky ship.
The sky ship.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Not
Yeah,
like
so-
dream
So in
as
the
in
war.
when I grow up, but like the next
When I
Yeah,
grow up,
so-
Physical dream.
accident.
When I grow up, I'm gonna crash
In-
the ship.
In the vision you guys saw in the mist, he was as close to come as like an experimental test pilot, and he was flying a ship that crashed as the morning happened. It basically devoured like the back half of his ship, and he crashed just outside of the end of the morning.
I'm gonna go over to him and say, "Hey, you want to go up to the bridge and take control of this ship? I can show you how to get there."
the captain. I can show you. I'll ask you.
Somebody out there now.
I love that for you.
Hold please while I connect with the story.
I also have something I'd like to
Yep.
do after you've connected to the story. I'm way okay holding.
No, if you guys have any other questions or whatnot in this moment, we'll address this area and
Yep.
then we'll move on.
Mine is
Because a lot's
basically-
happening right now. So.
Chris, can you move me next to Sally?
I'm gonna infer that I would know that Forgeborn is looking for Egan
Yeah.
because of like how glued at the
Yes.
hip he was.
Yep.
So I'm gonna, I would probably approach him and be like, he's dead, and just like you're not gonna find him, he's dead,
Bears and shit.
Leave it at that.
and see what he does. But feel free to keep looking.
Yep.
For
One
what you
sec.
need
Let me
to.
get to my.
I'm
But
gonna
that's-
just be following you around because you look like you're like a strong breeze away from me.
I was like, I don't look comfy, that's for sure.
Hide under her skirt again.
No, I
There's nobody here.
Things can be two things.
I'm just following. I'm like, no, I've protected you before. I'm gonna keep following
When you
you.
see me in the sorry state, you're like, damn, I gotta protect her again.
Uh-huh.
Can this broad get it together?
Yeah.
So when you tell Forgeborn that Egan's dead, you see a moment in his face of like he's processing something, and he like very clearly just stops and is thinking hard about it, and he's like, no, like he's stuck. No, that was shutdown time. No, shutdown time. No, and
Can
he
I?
just
I'm just.
Hit him in the head, make him stop.
I know. I'm thinking, do I slap him or do I like grab him by the shoulders and I'm like, he's dead.
I think with your
and then I
romantic,
point
you
to
just give him a
Tanith
kiss.
and I'm like, that guy killed him.
From the
no.
that'll wake him up.
Well, that's exactly what she...
Murder mode engaged.
And bro,
It's
I
not like
don't
he's gonna
think
get
he
sick.
would though, because
Okay.
he was
She's
also.
found the man to make out with.
I would
when
not
she's
throw
ill.
you under the bus if I thought that he would do anything bad. But I'm like, that man literally murdered him in front of you, and that's the truth. Well, not necessarily. You were on a different bubble, but that man murdered him. He's dead.
No, shutdown mode.
I'm gonna slap him.
No.
Should I kick him?
Thank you.
I'm gonna ask. I see you go to slap him. I'm like, should I do that? Okay.
Do you want this child to slap you? Is he still like shutdown mode? No. Because if so, then I'm gonna be like, yeah, slap him.
I'll say you guys can give him a shake, and he's like,
Turn
no,
it back
no,
down.
that was shutdown mode. That didn't happen. That was a dream. That's not real. Where is he? He's not dead.
Do you want him to be alive? In what world does he make your life easier?
We have an agreement. We have an agreement. The accord.
What is the accord? Because he can't live up to his half.
He
Considering
must
he's dead.
he must survive. The accord must survive.
Too bad, buddy. You better learn how to survive on your own.
How to make ramen.
I'll be like, if you need
An
another
original,
purpose
like
to
the
live,
first movie.
you can serve with me. Or
I still remember
probably
watching
Sally, she might be
Free, just
okay.
being wrecked.
But we never really had a
I
good
was watching when I
mother-daughter
was, like,
relationship because she's very fit.
Third one
And she's
is like my
across from the
second
table.
favorite one.
That one wrecks.
So-
it's
'Cause they're all in the crazy
As
movies,
he's
like,
in this
like,
moment
it's like-
of
like,
processing
oh my
what
God,
happened
this is
and
was-
that
I
he's
think
coming
that
to the
was
realization
like
that
maybe,
Egan's
like,
not here,
this is my horror friend.
he's
Like,
going to
everything
say,
is like, oh my, this is it.
the
the
children
good hook or like
What children?
must protect children, protect
I'm a child.
protect children,
But yeah, I'll be like, here's a child you can protect.
protect children.
But that's strange. What children were you supposed to protect?
He's going to give you the if Egan Baker no longer exists, must protect children, must continue the accord.
What is the accord? Can you define this for me?
Egan Baker saved my life. I must save his or protect his children at all costs.
Oh, okay. In that case, Rowan, little rough. You want to go get him some? If you want to deal with that for me, I'd appreciate it. I will ask. Is Rowan included in the children? Because he's dying right now. Well, maybe he might not be.
You mean Walter?
Walter.
Sorry, yes. Rowan is protecting Walter.
Walter.
I couldn't think of Walter's name.
Thank
Kept
you.
saying Henry, like in my head. I'm like Henry.
Rowan's boyfriend.
Henry.
He'll
Yeah,
give you
Rowan's
the,
Yes,
boyfriend.
that's who he should be just referred to
We
as.
did.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Because it didn't seem like
Or an insight
Egan
check would
would
work here,
care if Walter was cared for. or
Don't
not,
care.
but
Don't care.
Technically, by blood. So you said insight or what?
Insight or perception.
Okay, it's the same.
Technically, you're
But
correct. That's the best kind of correct.
It's a 12.
12. You've spent enough time with Forgeborn. You know, like, when he's going through his functions, and you can see in this moment he's actively, like, scanning for something.
Okay. Do I feel like he might be... Because he's more robot than me, obviously, because
Yep,
he's a full Warforged.
Yep.
But, do I feel like he might be kind of like... This might be like... There's no coming back? Or do I feel like he's redeemable in a sense where he could regain his own
I love it.
consciousness
I love
again?
it.
Because, like, when we were dancing, it seemed like he had his own self.
Mm-hmm.
And that was while Egan was alive. Do I
Mhm.
feel like he's beyond?
Make an insight check. I would say with advantage, because you've spent so much time with
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
You should watch the movie.
That was a 1.
You know,
This
yeah.
better be a 20.
It's kind of a documentary at this point.
100%.
It's a 6.
Oh.
So that's an 8.
I mean, including the crowd.
Unless you let me lie
Did
about
you see the
it.
Instagram? Like I saw that the other day. I was like, I totally forgot about that.
This is
So,
a situation
the budget was-
beyond anything that you guys have encountered before. You don't know what if this is something that the mist has changed him, or if that this is like a whole nother set of like subroutines processing that you've never encountered before. Because Egan's never been dead before, so you don't know what's going on.
Alright, then I guess
Yep.
I'll like conclude my
so
little
when you look
section
at it,
Okay.
and just be
everybody's
like,
wearing
I'd like
Crocs.
to like kind of
Everyone.
keep him
I
in
like
the
mine.
corner of my eye
I
for a
like
while
mine.
just
Oh,
to see
money.
if there's
What's
any
all in
sign
mine?
of like older him, and then
Okay.
I'll pass the torch to
Brian
whoever
was got
wants
what
to.
Okay.
Fox needs.
Who else wants to do something in this moment before
Are
we
you still
move
doing
on?
your captain?
I want to
thing?
grab the controls and fly us out of the
He's
Morlands.
ready to move on. He's ready to go.
Are you doing full on Snoopy, like pretending?
Sitting
Right,
on
gets us
top
out of
Yeah.
the Morlands, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
you're
just gonna do that instead of asking the people.
No, I'm being the
Okay.
captain.
He said
of
he'd walk the
command.
captain there while he
That's
does it.
Sure, I'm gonna let the guys know what they're doing, take control, and I'll play Snoopy with.
okay.
That would be so cute.
Before the captain and Rick abscond, does anybody else want to
I was
ask
gonna-
anybody or do anything?
I was gonna
And then
run
we'll get
back
to
into
that.
the actual cabin to see,
Oh, look, there's
just
friend.
to see, to see if my other security
Okay.
guard and kind of sort of to see the abandonedness, just to make sure that
Okay.
they really are gone.
Anything out in this deck
Out
area
on
you
the
want to
deck
do,
area,
or
I
anybody you
don't
want to
think
see
so.
or talk to?
No,
Okay.
I asked my
And then
question.
we'll.
Do you want to check room 8 for Rowan and what's his name? Walter.
Eventually, but they're not on
Yep.
the deck.
So
Are
So
you
on
gonna
the deck,
talk
I
to
want to
Sally?
talk to Sally.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to try to either comfort her or talk to her about Egan being gone,
Okay.
and help her as much as I can through this,
Okay.
and see if she has any thoughts on my condition.
Oh, are you gonna open up to her about like more of it? Because you haven't really told us who you're seeing. Are you
No.
gonna talk to her?
Might.
Okay. So she is. She has realized that Egan is not there very clearly. She knows that he was there. She has kind of a look of like confusion almost about her. She looks across the table and sees Warforged and Neff having this conversation, and she sees Warforged go into his like scanning mode, essentially, for lack of a better term. And she knows what that is. She knows what's happening. And you can see like it's a weird mix of like sadness and relief that comes across her as like she takes a sip of her drink and then just like sets it down on the table and kind of like slumps down. And you this whole trip you haven't seen her kind of break this facade, and this is like the facade's gone. Like she's processing a lot of emotional content right now, and she's just like, what the fuck? So that's the state you find her.
Yeah, so I'll walk up to her and I'll say, Sally, do you remember me? We've talked a few times.
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember the mist?
It was just a dream. I mean, this isn't... It was just a dream.
So,
I just remember I had a terrible dream about
Egan dying?
my child. And
Are you talking about
The
Azor
day-
Aegis?
and it was awful, and it was so real.
Are you talking about Azor Aegis?
My child, yeah.
Your daughter?
My daughter, yes.
So we saw you relive that day, and that part was a dream. But we were
was
living
so real.
within that dream.
It was so
And that's
real.
why it felt so real.
Why? Why now?
My
All
only
these years, why now?
my guess, Sally, is that we've entered the Mornland through ways no man has ever perceived.
What did he do?
It's something to do with a shield and how he could get our ship into the mist. I don't know how he did it. I just know that that's what he said before we got there. And then when we got there, he took on the form of a demon and was trying to kill all of us.
No, it was just a dream. I just had a dream about my child and that day, and how
Then how did I, if it was just a
there
dream,
was nothing. It was
If
just a dream.
if it was just a dream, how did I see it?
I don't know.
It was a memory.
It was just a dream.
It was a memory in the mist.
Forgeborn, where is he? He must be here. And Forgeborn still has that like, oh,
He's not here, Sally. Forgeborn.
He's
here. Not here.
He's here. He must be here.
Unfortunately, I will have to admit to you, we murdered him.
He was a demon.
I led with that, at least.
He's a demon lord.
And then he was trying to kill us.
It's self-defense, lady. Your husband's dead. Can I slap him?
She's having a tough time processing this, and you're getting through to her. If you want to make a persuasion check, you can try to get through to her, but she's very well stuck.
If I would use my mind powers, can I get advantage for that to like try to get past the physical and go into her metaphysical?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so 8. 8.
8 total?
Yes.
Yeah, even connecting to her mind and trying to, show her the images that you saw, pass the phrases along, relive the moment, she's shut down emotionally, and she's still very much just not there. She's processing the things that have happened, and she's not ready to see what you're wanting to show her.
Okay. That was what I wanted to do. Then what I will do is, since she's kind of stuck, I'll try to get her to sit down, maybe feed her some booze to...
Okay.
Hey man, if there were cigarettes, she'd be chain smoking those like it was the 50s, baby. Have these medicinal cigarettes she can smoke. So I'm trying to do everything I can to calm and comfort her through this.
Okay. Anybody else in this space have anything to do? Otherwise, we will address the current situation.
Want to go around to the other tables and just look for, I don't know, any evidence of other people, any evidence of panic, stuff being spilled.
Okay.
Chairs being disrupted.
I would say you could do just a general perception, or you can do an investigation if that's better for you.
She's going Brent Spiner and Valky Bartakamos and Langoliers.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to watch that again. I know the book is also good.
5.
I want to watch it again. That's like a drug trip.
Even with just
watch
a
the
5,
as well.
there's
when they came out in the 90s.
there's an astonishingly
It was scary shit.
astonishment.
That was
There's
public TV.
just
over the
a lack of disruption.
Okay.
Other than a couple of drinks that are now on the floor or on the table tipped over, everything else is just exactly as it was.
Is there food still on the plates and all that?
Food is still on the plate. Forks are still on there. Napkins that you presume were on laps are now on chairs.
Wild.
So that one guy is back, and he was playing footsie with his wife, because everything I have in my brain goes back to footsie that night.
Yep.
But his wife is no longer here?
Correct.
I wonder if he's doing okay. I'm not going to talk to him about it. Neff doesn't care, but also.
Bob Luna Dream.
Yes.
Robert.
Should I walk over to Bob and be like, "Hey Bob, I found your new wife."
Your new wife? Did you just ship him with Sally?
Yep.
I thought you were going to get with Sally.
You can bond over.
I'm already with Vicky. Me and Vicky are tight.
Vicky's gone.
As far as I know right now, but I
Sorry,
don't
sorry.
know.
I always thought Vicky was the distraction to get to Sally for you.
It may have started that.
No, but now it's
It didn't end that
real.
way.
Okay.
3 days with Vicky, and I know.
Okay, who thinks we should look under the dais?
Sally who?
See what's going on down there.
Sure, I just don't know if
that.
we'll be able to, or if you have to get to the
I think I should go up to the bridge with the captain and push the button that I so
Maybe take the pilot.
perceptively, her too. If that I so perceptively perceive but can get to.
I'll
Okay.
say down here so that if it raises up, I can just roll it.
All right.
I
Everybody
feel
make
like
a
that.
general perception check here,
Okay.
and then we will move on.
I don't think I know the
Oh, come.
Well,
Doesn't sound great.
Oh, well, that's good. 20.
13.
4.
how did you get to roll twice?
I'm having my own problems right now.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait, I have an advantage.
Alright, after 2 cock
Part of
dice,
your
we got an
marker, part of
18
your,
plus thing.
You're heckling.
18 plus something. That's pretty good. It's better than 4.
No one make me roll
You
dice.
can't. It's just only one of yours is going to count. All of mine are going to count.
What
The
did you
bitch of it is that I got
I
a
rolled
15
an
when I
11,
first
and I
rolled a
realized I
20.
had advantage and I rolled a 10 next.
Aw.
Oh. That's the worst.
I rolled
So wait,
2
you're
nat
rolling with
ones.
disadvantage?
My phone is acting shitty.
I rolled 1 nat 1 too. But luckily I had advantage of that, but still didn't do good this time.
Okay, so everybody
Sorry.
will address the situation that you got as we move on here.
Was that, what was that? It was an investigation or?
Perception.
Perception.
So, dirty 20
Okay.
for me.
Samesies.
If you want a 4, I'll trade you.
If she
so-
can have my first roll, yeah, I'll trade that for. No.
You guys have addressed that this ship now appears to be empty. The music from the auto band still plays on.
Oh.
No, that's
The-
all dirty.
The Sybaris shield
That's all
that
they
you saw, the yellow shield, through the glass dome, you can see it is now fading, and spots are mixing with a purplish hue. In those brief purple spots that appear, the mist is strongly attracted and slams violently against them, seeming almost to penetrate inside the shield.
Oh yeah, we gotta
So
get
as-
out of here.
As you're going.
Oh,
for
but
that-
wait,
oh.
there's more.
No, there can't be.
The soft glow of the blue emergency lights fills this area
Oh, great.
with an eerie glow. The once full and lively ship now floats nearly vacant atop the dull gray mist.
Alright, go skyship. Got it. Cool.
Yeah. The sudden feeling of being is overwhelming for a second as you have to adjust to the space. As you feel able to focus and listen again, the sound of a wailing baby is
Oh, God.
loudly and painfully heard. Now it's much, much louder than before. So those of you that rolled higher than a 15 are clearly able to make out this baby screaming. The rest of you, it is almost in the background noise. The auto band is almost too loud to hear it. But those of you that rolled high enough definitely hear the baby screaming.
The auto band?
The auto band.
Oh, okay, alright. I was picturing
Have you
something
guys
like
seen?
a Star Wars automatic, like cyborg
I
band.
think so.
It's like they all get decapitated, like on the deck. Ghost ship, like the movie.
The sound of the stargazer creaking loudly
I have to
against
rewatch
the
it. I don't
strain
think I
of the
remember
mist
that.
brings a moment of fear as you understand the potential for
Right.
disaster you find yourselves in.
I started.
The shield looks to be working, but the ship is not moving.
The nurse from ER.
Alright.
Alright, Captain, let's get up to the helm.
Yep, so the captain kind of
Commander, please.
Captain and commander. Captain kind of pulls his shirt tight and stands up, and adjusts his belt, and kind of looks you guys over and kind of shakes the fuzzies out and says, looks over to the commander and says, Gwen, we have to secure the ship. I'll take Mirabelle, secure the command deck. You head down to the engine room and try and reverse whatever the hell Egan did. The rest of you stay with Gwen, and she'll get you safe. And so,
So who's going down?
Yeah, I started it. I never finished them.
Gwen, the commander,
Okay,
is
I'll
going
say.
down.
Decapitated.
So Gwen, we should take care. I think Blue Shield is active.
She's gonna nod and says, "Yeah, we gotta sort this mess out."
And then
Yes.
I'll also yell to Warforge. Warforge, Azure Aegis needs you.
He's like in a moment of like scanning, processing. Must solve the accord. Must confirm with the accord.
Solve the Accord by looking for Azure Aegis, Blue Shield.
We will solve the Accord. In that moment, the captain and Mirabelle click their boots together, and they take off running, and they leap, and they jump up to the command deck.
Wonder Power Twins power activated.
Mirabelle's the commander.
Form of kangaroo.
Mirabelle's a pilot.
Pilot.
Yep, Gwen is the commander.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, Commander. We know there's a second level on this ship that you don't have easy access to. If we got into there, would that be a good thing? To straighten out what's going on?
We gotta get to the engine room first. Let's see what the hell he's been doing down there. We have to get this ship moving or we're all dead.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you down there.
Alright.
Did you really not know what was happening, Captain? I'll follow you guys.
Commander?
Commander, sorry. Captain's the woman. Commander's the guy.
No, commander's the girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, commander's the woman.
Commander's Gwen.
Captain's the old guy that went to
Captain's
war.
the old guy, yeah.
My bad.
Yep. What are you asking here? I'm sorry.
Did you really not have any idea of what Egan was doing? Because I find that hard to believe.
Ooh, interesting.
What'd she say?
Like, does she really have no idea? Because she's like, we gotta figure out what Egan was doing. So my question is, does she really have no idea what Egan was doing?
Make an insight check.
I like it.
I'll do my best. Just because, I mean, he built this whole shit. How do you not know? Oh shit, girl, get it. 21.
Oh, damn.
Encouraging my own dice.
Chris, give me the purple one.
So,
What?
That guy.
And this is the commander.
the commander,
Okay.
yes. The commander, you feel like, knows more than she's letting on. But also doesn't know who she can trust in this moment. You can sense that there's distrust, but her fear is that this is part of a greater plot, and you get the feeling that like she doesn't necessarily care about you guys, but like, is this like a sabotage? Is this something else going on?
As far as Egan's concerned,
Yes.
like not us being involved.
Correct. She doesn't. You get the feeling that she doesn't suspect you guys are a problem, but she doesn't know that she can trust you with the information that she knows. But her concern is that something is happening to this ship that maybe it was Egan, maybe it was a greater plot against them.
And I walked away with this because I got a 21.
Yep.
So could I, because I got that note which triggered the footsie.
Yep.
That said something big was gonna happen.
Yep.
Could I use that to my advantage and just be like, listen, Egan was planning something, and I feel it's bigger than what we're aware of. Like, what do you know before we go down there and figure, like, what's wrong?
Sure. Are you going to show her
Yeah, I'll
your
show
information?
her the footsie note.
I'm going to also try to persuade her and tell her about the guy that was in the engine room, the other
Yeah, if we're going down
who's
there,
on the
that's a
other
good
side.
idea.
Okay.
And I have advantage on persuasion, so I'm gonna
Sure. Yeah.
persuade her to. Oh my god.
Oh,
You have advantage.
12. Oh.
With advantage? Yeah.
She's very in this like mode of we need to get to the engine room, we need to solve this, and she's full on like military instincts right now. She has a focused mission. And so this like 12-year-old child's like, hey, no, but look, I got all this stuff here I want to tell you about. And she's like, get out of the way, kid. So look at my Pokemon cards.
Doesn't the course help her though?
It did. That
That
was
was
with
advantage.
help.
Yeah.
Are they your
Yeah.
Pokemon tarot cards?
Yeah.
I drew the Charmander.
Oh,
no!
Yeah.
That's great, kid. I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I gotta go potty real quick.
If
You
she were
guys
to actually hit the child, I'm tripping her. Just so you know.
Tripping her. So
what you doing.
I think as I'm gonna follow because I can't do shit about Sally. And I think
That was
as
at a
Yeah.
lower level? Okay.
and I think as we're going, I'm gonna be like, look, I get that you can't trust us. It seems like you're holding some things back. What you need to know is there is another agent on this ship that's unaccounted for. We saw him. In my security capacity, I was down there and I saw
Referring to the boiler room.
the
Okay.
engine room dude.
So you're taking like that bad role and being like, take this seriously.
Right, I'm trying to
Okay.
lean into it and be like, hey,
So that
just know that there's someone down here. Whether or not you believe me or not, at least it kind of presenting some credence
Okay.
to us helping her.
Which makes sense to me, but also the person you're telling that to is in the bathroom right now.
For sure.
You should just go to the door and tell him.
Tom! You can't shit, Steve D! Wear a diaper like the rest of us! I don't wear a diaper.
Thanks for clarifying, because I was
We
like,
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I would need it for sure.
It's a catheter. Yes. So I saw an editorial today, and it was some chick, and she's like, "We are outraged that Trump is deporting, as an evangelical, we're outraged that he's deporting Catholic Argentinians." So the rest of the people you're okay with, but if they're Catholics, you gotta. Sorry, I had to get that out because I saw it this morning while I was stinker tinker timing it. I'm like, you fucking morons.
there's
You
this
goddamn
sub
idiots.
that I work with, and I've seen her like Facebook profile. One of her pictures has like the weed like legalize it thing on it,
Mhm.
and so she's already amazing to me. And she pulled up, and like her car bumper sticker was like hippie chick rules,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
talking to her because I love her, and she was also talking about Trump stuff and the deportation and
Yeah.
like giving me advice or whatever. But oh my gosh, she's just so unapologetically,
Yeah, she's who she is.
like
Yeah.
those people are stupid. And like the thing she said while I was sitting like in the grade school, I was like, go you girl. And she's like, never ask permission, just apologize if they think it's wrong. And I'm like, okay. That was my Friday. Hippie chicks rule.
Love it.
All right.
I appreciate her.
Did
That's
you
got some persuasive
Oh yeah,
words
you're
here.
gonna have to like repeat what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all following the commander down, right?
Yep.
We're all doing that.
Yeah.
So as we're going,
Wait,
from the-
weren't you going? You were going with the
He
captain.
was going up
I
and
was
he
going to
switched.
until I realized maybe pushing that button revealing the second floor isn't a good thing yet, just yet.
He did switch.
No, okay.
Well-
Are you going up? Do you need a safety buddy? I'm going down because blue shield.
I think so. The pilot and the captain went up.
Yep.
The pilot.
Yes.
yes,
Which makes so much sense. Go pilot it. Be her twin. That took like years to train.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not powerful like them. I think this is gonna end badly, probably. I don't think they need me though. I think I'll stick with going down to the hole with everybody.
Okay.
It might be for the best.
so as we're walking, since like we can move and talk at the same time,
Yep.
I'm trying to talk to her and be like,
Talk,
hey,
move and talk.
I'm kinda
it seems
slowly
like-
going.
through your conversations with Neff, it seems like you don't trust us. I understand. We're a group of people you don't know. The captain at least has hired me on as security, so that gives what I'm saying a bit of credence. When I was down in the engine room in the security capacity, I saw an unknown figure. I don't know who he was, what it was, but it was messing with the controls, and that's another thing that we could either be.
Do we know he was messing with the control?
We saw him doing something with the controls, clock us, smirk, and then walk out.
Okay.
Didn't he have like a briefcase or something?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, very sketchy.
So
Like,
we know that there's
oh,
someone
sketch.
unaccounted for on this ship. So anything you can do to give us more information to whatever we fall into downstairs, if we can have to help us in whatever the situation is, I'm looking for.
Make
We're
a
here to help you.
persuasion check.
I mentioned the screaming baby too. Did I?
I don't think you did.
Say, what's up with Scream Baby?
Oh, I said that. I think Blue Shield is activated.
Oh, so that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I meant you spelled that out
Hey,
for
Blue
her.
Shield Screaming Baby.
That would be a 19.
19.
Get it.
So she's going to give you the We just got to get to the engine room. Look, there's a lot of people on the ship. It's a big ship. I don't even know the full extent of what Egan created here. This is all experimental technology. A lot of his crew, the staff, came aboard well before the rest of us did. So we just got to get to the engine room, get the engines going again. That's number one.
Okay, that's fine. I just want you to know that this is the information that I've gotten and passing it along. The other thing, I'm fairly certain that the soul of Egan Bacon's dead child is in Blue Shield, and we're going to have to go up against it to get to the engine room. If we go the normal route, we're going to have to go up against Blue Shield to get to the engine room.
That's a whole nother situation. Hopefully Walter's still here.
Walter's not doing so well. We talked about that earlier.
She's seen it because she was the one that tried to
Yeah.
get her.
Yep. Yeah,
We'll
so
go down there and pop in a roommate, see if anybody's in there.
yep, so
Should
as
we
you,
check on?
Oh, that's
Should we check on?
as you
Walter
guys are walking that way, Bob Lunadream is frantically like walking around like, Rita! Rita, where are you?
Oh,
Rita! And he's like looking under tables, pulling chairs out. Rita! Looking out the window. Rita!
Things are rough.
Bob, we don't know where Rita is. We don't know where anyone is. Can you?
Where is everybody?
Can you go back with Sally and Warforged and try to figure out what happened in the mist and come to grips with what was going on and help the captain get the people back?
I'm staying with you guys. I don't know what the heck's going on here.
I'm gonna look at you and be like, should I help him fall asleep? Like that one guy.
You're gonna sleep.
If he starts coming down into the hole, probably, because I don't know if he can help us with Blue Shield or not.
Okay, just give the word. I'm ready to help him go to sleep.
Okay, so you guys enter into this general area.
And your security guard is probably not here.
What do you want to do in this general area as you guys leave the main deck?
Is there anything going on in roommate?
Room 8? Who's room 8?
The
Where-
birds.
Our room.
Oh, the birds!
Is roommate the bird? No, room 7 is the bird.
I thought 7 was the birds.
Room 8's where my hot,
What's this one?
where my hot orc lady is.
We'll
this
also
seven?
check
Yeah.
in there, but first room 7.
He's checking room 7. You're checking room 8. And then when he knows room 7's okay, he's also checking room 8.
Yeah.
Once I know room 8 is, if there's nobody in room 8, I'll see what's going on in room 7. Yeah.
Okay, so you check room 8 and it is locked. You check room 7 and we'll say Quillith is able to obviously open the
I'm
door.
part rogue. I think I can get into the
Hey, if you want to pop a lock, give it a shot.
pop a lot.
Yeah, let's do
See if
it.
she's there.
Do it, Rogue Bard.
Where's my stats?
Where's my stats at?
What if she's got freaky shit in there? Sorry, we don't know anything about her.
We don't really.
You just played a little bit of footsie where she got a little too rough.
Yeah, pretty good. What do I need to make for this?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. So 12 plus 4. So 16.
16. Ka-chunk, and you're able to pop a lock.
Nice. Also, that's a pretty lilac die.
Thank you.
I've probably said it before, but
It came with a different. It came with like it had like a full set of like brown dice, but I just like that one that was in there. Honestly, that's why I bought the set. All right. Is anybody in here?
This room is empty.
It's empty, but it
Yep.
was locked.
It was locked. Yep. There
And
is.
I know she was actually out on the deck, right?
Correct.
Before we went to the thing. Okay.
Yep. So there is nobody empty. Empty being there is nobody in this room.
Yeah.
But yes, there is. A suitcase on the bed, opened, luggage inside of it, clothes, etc. Looks like.
I'm gonna assume it looks like somebody who went to a party.
Yep.
Didn't come back.
Correct.
Okay.
It looks lived in. Yes. Yep. But there is currently not a person in this room. Yes.
So my girlfriend's gone. Got it. All right. So I will make my way to room 7, which everybody else already is probably in.
Yep. So Quillith opens the door, lets you guys in. The nest of thorns is still here, and it is completely covering the bed. It shimmers with a bright white light. And that is what you see in this space.
Just as thorns, no people in it.
You can look if you'd like.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna do a perception.
I was gonna drop Arcana on the.
Is the shimmer like directly on the thorns, or could I like touch the shimmer without touching
We're
the
rolling like
Yeah, so
champs
the
today.
thorns look like they have become essentially white light thorns. And that is where the
So there's a
shimmer
risk
is.
that I could get hurt.
You might.
I'm already dying.
Go
I won't
5.
touch it.
Thorny. Thorny.
And my Arcana was 3.
3.
Dang.
Man, this don't look normal.
I'm gonna stab it.
I'm gonna stab it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
When in
Huh?
doubt.
Let's make Kit Kat, please.
Wait, we're 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We got.
Proud of you
I'll,
guys.
I'll make sure you go for the hat trick.
14.
Hit your battery, Kevin.
14, you are able to connect with it and find purchase, and you can tell that it's a real thing and it's there. If you want to damage it, you can.
Okay,
There's
so
people on my consent.
kids
Didn't
can good, but
didn't you damage the? Oh no, you. Oh no, it was.
you saved my life from almost being killed by those.
Yeah,
things.
but it wasn't because you damaged the thorns. It was just because Rowan put the thorns up.
Yeah, because
right?
I was
Okay.
gonna damage Walter.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I'd like
I was
to
gonna
damage
help him
the
go to
thorns.
sleep. It's
Okay.
what I do best.
Make some damages.
I support you though. I'll be on guard in case the vines try to hurt the child, since the child saved me from this.
7.
7 damage? Okay. You're able to slice a section of the thorns away. They're still glowing bright white. I would say make a perception now that you've sliced some away.
And this white, is it reminiscent of like the white that we were encased in?
Sure feels like it.
8.
8. You're kind of like blood raged at slashing right now, and you're not really paying attention, but there's a lot of slashing to do here.
I'm gonna yell in, Rowan, Walter, are you okay?
You get a...
Sign of life.
There's somebody there?
I'm excited, and I think they're getting probably strangled by the thorns. No, I just want to stab the thorns.
keep stabbing.
Don't lie. Just do. You be the rogue you are.
7.
7. You're in like a slashing frenzy, and you're missing wildly now at it.
There's a move a lot.
I'm gonna do like, you're doing great. May I also look to see if they're actually in there though?
Yeah, go ahead. You can perceive or investigate, whichever you prefer. However close you want to get.
Probably perception. I'm not gonna
Okay.
get that close. I
Investigate
almost died.
Investigate's getting in there.
21 as well.
21, nice.
For perceiving. I'm not investigating like that.
For perceiving, yes. Your child friend is slashing wildly away at the vines, and they are.
And she's doing great.
This is
I'm very
Edward
proud.
Scissorhands type moment where they're flailing about. But yes, you can see that. What'd you roll? 21.
Yes. Well, 19 plus 2.
19. You can definitely see that Walter is still in there.
But only Walter. we
Only
don't see
Walter
him.
is still in there.
I'm gonna be like, "Where's the owl?" As he's dying and obviously moaning. So I guess he probably won't answer. Maybe I'll tell you guys instead that Walter is definitely in there, but I don't see the owl.
All right, then I'm gonna try to cut some more of it to get to Walter.
Go for it.
In the meantime, I'm gonna run back and go find Sally and like tell her.
Yep. So she's. You guys are all kind of like in a party right outside this room, and
Oh,
she's.
Sally's with us.
Yeah, everybody is with you. That wasn't. Yep.
They didn't
9.
go off to the.
9. Why can't I hit a weed? It's so hard for me to do.
I'm like, I can totally do better than that, and I come in.
I'm so proud of the child.
23. You get to the stem of the situation and are taking off big chunks of it now.
5 damage.
5 damage, perfect. Yep, it's starting to come apart at the
Guys,
seams.
we gotta get the nest open. Help us break in.
Alright, I'm gonna attack. My dagger.
Go for it.
I'm not gonna help.
18.
Yeah, that's good. Roll some damage on that.
You right now. What?
Can I have a 4-sided from
It's got a frog in it.
Cool,
Oh,
and I
cute.
got a 7 damage.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have carved away enough of it now that you can clearly see the spot where Rowan and Walter were laying. There is just Walter laying on this bed now.
Just Walter.
Just
Yeah,
Walter.
Rowan's
Rowan is gone.
Kind
You're
of makes
running late
sense.
and we were in the driveway. I was like, shoot.
Does it? We were all main characters.
Plus
Rick Dane.
the blue there, red bear.
What's that?
Plus the red bear.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know for sure. In the narrative, this actually makes the most sense.
It does in the narrative.
Unfortunately.
But plot armor doesn't apply to Dane anymore.
No.
So Rip. I'll tell him he died. Next time I talk to him.
You don't know that.
No, I don't know, but
He's
I
just in
can
the, he's
so
in the
materialized.
He's in the dematerialized zone.
He's
Yeah.
stuck in the transport buffer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's buffering.
He's buffering.
Close
Have we
enough
got-
to
have we
dead
gotten
for
in?
me.
Yep, you guys are able to see Walter laying there.
But like, can we get in to get him out? Like,
Yeah. So the hacking and slashing carries on. Yes, you know that he's there. You, I assume, carefully remove the rest of the branches.
May I inspect Walter more closely? Like, why is he the only one that's still here?
Yep.
He is one of Robert's, not Robert's, the children,
Egan.
Egan's
Egan's
children
children?
that
That's true.
Forgeborn is trying to protect.
I'm gonna
Assuming.
use children.
Yep.
How's his leg doing?
May I look
Yeah,
at
I'm
him
gonna
to see if
produce
he's
a
special,
perception
or
of
should I
like-
just like deal? Because
Uh,
if you don't think there's gonna be,
are you trying to perceive something about him? Or are you trying to like check him over, or what are you trying to do in this moment?
I'm just really curious as to why he's still here. Is there anything that I could look about the situation? Because Rowan's not even here. Is he glowing? What's special about this kid?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Thanks, I'm sorry. But that does make a lot of sense, thinking on it. That's a natural one. I'm like, God, he's a,
Beep.
yeah.
What were you guys
monster.
trying to do?
I don't know how his wound is doing. And he's
Okay.
like on the edge of death or what?
Yep. Make a medicine check.
Oh, you're so kind. I'm also dying.
13.
I don't
13.
have time for him.
The wound looks as bad as it does before. It doesn't look like it has spread, but when you start poking around at that wound, Robert Lunadream kind of catches what you're doing, and you see him kind of like looking over at you.
Hey Robert, what do you think about this? You got any like cure wounds sort of spell or some
What-
magic juju you can do on him?
What happened? What happened here? This doesn't look real good.
Yeah, that's bad. What happened after
A rat.
Oh, okay.
For the
He
Emerald
was
Claw
bit by
rat.
a rat.
You were not here for that part.
Right.
A rat bit him. Interesting. Like a normal rat?
You know, like a giant rat when those skeletons were fucking up the ship. You remember that, Robert?
It was one of the rats that the Emerald Claw brought with them.
Ooh, an emerald claw rat. Like a Kenneth rat?
Could be.
What's a
I mean,
cannon
that
rat?
Can't threat? Do I hear that? Do I know what that is?
That'd be like a not dead person kind of rat.
Yep. Well, that's yeah. Can I get in there and see it?
Sure, man. Knock yourself out. Have fun.
All right.
Hey, why don't you take care of him? We're going down the engine room. You're in charge. We're out of here. Bye.
Oh,
That
well.
might be a good spot for Robert, honestly.
Yeah.
Leave Robert behind.
All right, you take care of him. We're out of here.
Does he do Mr. Miyagi?
Let's go. Oh!
Is it a 20?
Solid. Solid.
Walter's
He's-
cured.
Yeah, Walter's fine, everybody.
Robert
Walter, we need
Lunadream.
your help from Blue Shield.
Bob, here's $20.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna be
Fifth.
that generous, good for
let
him.
me get to the spot that you guys weren't supposed to get to yet.
Freaking Commander can't do anything, but Robert, he's our guy.
Bob, your uncle.
Bob's your uncle.
He's a real healer. She's just a battle mage.
Bob's
What-
actually my dad. That's his name.
What you guys need here is equivalent exchange.
Great uncle.
Yes.
Yes.
My middle name's Bob.
Bob's all around.
Chris Bob?
Bob's your uncle.
That's a. I won't say it. I was gonna say that's a weird name, but that was an intrusive thought. That's a very normal name, and I
It's
really
not
like
a
your
very-
name, Chris.
Christopher Robert.
Um,
I was my grandfather. Robert's my
Okay, so that's where it came from. That makes a lot of sense. I'm sorry.
My sister's name is Lori Sue, so we really are.
Water Tucky Originals is what they call that.
That's worse than my comment. First
We weren't
off.
from there.
You're from there now. It's taken you.
I didn't even. What?
You were always from there.
Yeah.
I didn't move there till I was like.
That's not the point.
18.
You were always from there.
It's part of you now.
Here we going home.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Robert Lunadream approaches Walter and his decrepit, mangled, infested, putrid leg. He spends a moment looking it over, puts his glasses on, gets really in there, kind of like pokes it a little bit. Oh, that's what I thought. This is trench rot.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a miserable disease. Carneth used this in the war. Boy, I saw a lot of good men die to this. We need to remove that leg before it spreads any further, like ASAP. We'll be able to get him stabilized after that, and then we can help him. But we have to remove the point of infection. We have to remove the leg.
I'm like sweating profusely and really hot, but I like pull up my sword and I'm like, I got
I
this.
wait away and then I bring it back out. Yeah, we got this.
Stabbing time.
After,
Tourniquet first, guys.
Oh.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
And before,
He
and-
said,
hold on.
first,
Before
stabilize
we
after.
start chopping, do we see like, hey, Commander or Sally or somebody that might be more of a medical person?
Mm-hmm.
Do
no,
we have
Sally's
them do?
a little bit. She was like, don't cut her off. So
Yeah, leave her
Shit's
out.
happening.
yeah, leave her out of it.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm saying
So
like the commander or somebody that would be more medically trained to lop a leg off than me, who's a monk. That'd be like, I don't know. Do I
saw it or slash it. Saw it or slash.
I've got
I would
this.
punch
I'm
it,
pretty,
but, you know.
I'm fairly confident I can cut a leg off of a man.
Yeah, so Gwen, the commander, is kind of like standing in the doorway like, we need to get to the engine room, like, now. So she's not really in the space to help you guys.
Okay.
Sally comes in and is like, you're not taking my son's leg off. I don't even know you. What are you doing? He's alive. Why is he here? Where's everybody else? What? I don't understand any of this.
So I'm still connected to Sally.
Yep.
Right, and I'll think to her, Sally, a lot's going on. Clearly, Robert has seen this before, and we should trust him. If you want your son to live, which we all do, we need to take the leg.
I'm on the fence about it.
This is modern times. You have a husband who can create a shield that can protect a ship through the morning. We can get your son a new leg, but we can't revive him.
I had a husband. Let me just hold his hand and let me look at him. Oh my God, what are we doing?
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
All right. While apparently the amputation is going to happen, I am going to run to the security room to see if my friend is still on the ship.
Yep.
Oh, I feel kind of
Dude,
bad.
while you're there, can you get my
He's-
scimitar? I'm still only have a dagger.
You're just weaponless?
Oh, he's got a dagger.
He's got a dagger.
Yeah, wait.
Oh.
You said in the mist that we were using whichever weapon we would like envision.
Mm-hmm.
I envisioned a separate weapon than my dagger. Did that come with me through the mist?
It did not.
Oh,
It was a great
sure.
dream, though, wasn't it?
It was.
Man, that M16 with a grenade launcher.
So you enter into the security room, and it is like the rest of the ship, vacant. Yep.
Is my scimitar in the
So it's down in the weapon hold, which we will go past when we go down.
We'll be scimitar adjacent when we're fighting
Yeah.
Blue Shield.
Yep.
And I will most likely unlock everybody's weapons so they can have all their weapons.
Aww.
Crime
Head
and
of
punishment are always with me, baby.
security. Having
Fucking
friends.
monk shit.
In the meantime,
Yes, let's chop this leg off.
Robert is asking for some help in addressing this leg situation.
I'll do so.
So, does anybody
I would
So-
probably be one of the better people to do it.
to
Why? What's your argument?
Plus 5.
Okay.
He's
For what?
going to
Plus
say,
five for what?
Medicine.
Medicine.
Robert's going to say, somebody should hold him down. Somebody should try to comfort him. Somebody should try to help Sally. somebody needs to cut it, and somebody needs to clean this mess, or to like address to heal.
I'll hold him down.
So who's got? I've got 5 for medicine.
As the bard, I will comfort Sally.
Okay.
And try to,
Yeah. Deal with her
She
emotions.
and I are lightweights. We can't really do much to hold them down.
Well,
I
you
was
can
thinking-
comfort
Oh.
Walter. Just be like, you got this, buddy.
I was thinking, do you want me to cut it off and then you can actually address like
Yeah, that's
the-
right. Like, let's figure it. So you're probably holding him down.
Yeah, why
You're-
not? I'm like
you're-
also dying, so I'm
It's
probably it's fine. I'm not doing great. I'm trying to adjust.
So
this.
I guess So looking at you, I would say, you're not breathing isn't really bothering me. It's more of how you look, Neff.
Yeah, I'm like
Do you-
sweating. He's
do you-
like wet now. Sorry.
Do you think you can hold him down, like
He's
physically?
slippery now.
Yeah, he may feel like a fish now, but it's fine. I'm like, yeah, this is fine.
Oh, I gotta touch him too.
Okay.
So do you feel like you can hold him down? Like, are you strong enough to hold him down?
Okay. Listen, if strong enough can also be dexterous, then yes. If I'm sitting on him, though, what's he gonna do?
I mean, if we're doing saving throws, my strength isn't bad either.
Dying for a week. He can't be too strong. You're fine. You got this.
Yeah, see?
My
If the short guy believes in me, I believe in him.
and my medicine are both not good.
Yeah.
My strength is a -1.
Mine too.
Okay.
Me too.
I mean, 2 -1s equals
You
two
guys are
negatives
like
equal a
the
positive,
weakest limp
right?
wrist party ever.
As
So the 2 of us,
Really
I'll
fast.
just be like sitting on him, and you'll be like drenching both of us. And
unless I'm like 40 pounds wet, like I feel like I'll be fine because I'm like dead weight on him at this point because I'm fucking ill as shit.
So I'm with Olivia.
So we
on,
got
like,
hold, help Sally, cut, and heal. So there leaves
I'm
one of you.
holding,
I would
One of
probably
you
heal.
could help somebody.
and I mean if he moves, that's his fault. If anything happens because I don't hold him well, that's his fault.
I would probably be
And
healed.
what kind of checks do we need to make for all of this?
I will say you
He's
need
smart.
to hold him.
Hold,
You need to help Sally.
help Sally.
Someone needs to cut. And someone needs to make sure he heals, that he doesn't die immediately.
I can
I
cure
would-
light wounds.
You're
on
the
him.
heal.
Alright, so
I
you
can
got
cure light
medicine.
wounds on him.
Yeah, but what's your medicine check?
Oh, 1.
And I've also got a healing spell that I can, if I need to blow a spell slot, I can do it.
Oh,
Or
you
keep.
You can sit on my shoulders.
I-
Let's hold him
Heal?
down.
Okay,
Yeah.
See how you're holding.
100% I think I gotta go
you
heal.
could be helping her hold him down while also comforting
Alright, so
Sally.
the hold
from
and the
on top
cut
of her
is basically
Just
shoulder.
be like, you're fine.
I will help Sally as the bard. I'm assuming
Yep.
it's probably going to be some kind of performance or
Yeah,
we could probably
persuasion or whatever,
persuasion.
right? Yep, makes
Um,
sense.
Hold and cut. So
You're
You'll-
solid hold. I mean, you're
Yes.
probably the best.
And he'll be hold and tell Walter he's fine. Rub some dirt on it. Then you got this.
I guess do we need 2 on hold or do we need 2 on cut?
Honestly, I'm worried about a 12-year-old cutting through this guy's leg. But
Also,
if
I'd
she
be rolling
feels confident,
really
I'm
But
not
I'm
gonna
saying
say
a 12-year-old
anything.
helping it,
so we
halfling
need
helping
two
another
on
halfling.
cut is what we're saying.
I would say 2
That's
on cut, like someone
right.
who just like
That's what I
help-
mean.
Considering the way we're looking at
Right, that's what I think. We have 2 half pints.
Oh, really?
One full
That's
pint.
racist, first of
This
all.
is what it is. Don't be short.
a little bit.
You want to not be short, get taller.
I bet you.
Yes.
I'd like to see you say that to his face once he has a prehensile hand.
Oh, but that's good. But then he'll be eyesight, and then I'll be like, all right, man. You know you are. Okay, you did exactly what I told you to do.
Alright, let's do
Alright,
it.
we
Somebody
have
Alright.
a plan.
I'm
I don't know
holding
if you
him down.
heard any of that
Somebody
after all.
I thought you were helping her cut.
We
Sure,
think we
okay.
have an idea.
Okay,
Hopefully the checks are
I think
the right
no,
checks
you-
and we plan
like the help
correctly. That's all
Like,
we can
for
really
help,
do.
I get advantage.
Okay.
Or
So-
maybe, I mean, like, we can also just
Rip for being a
hold,
DM,
like,
honestly.
I'm guessing we're going to series it. I don't know if we're going to do it all at the same time,
Okay.
right?
Tom has
Yeah.
to deal with this in 2 campaigns.
Yes.
I dropped
Okay.
off the
The
other
insanity,
spell.
Are-
the insanity on both days is ridiculous.
Yes. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
I am doing my
Okay.
best, Mr. Miyagi.
First, we are going to attempt to hold Walter down.
May I get advantage because I'm like dead weight? I know
Who-
that's
Literally.
Who or whom is holding Walter down?
like me.
Are-
But I'm also very moist. No, because he's
Okay.
doing the cutting thing.
Well, we were kind of keeping him as, like, let's see
Okay.
where she's at, and if she fails, then we gotta blow.
Oh, okay.
So-
and then
Okay, so he's like waiting. He's on call.
I'm right.
So
he's our on-call doctor. Yep.
you can choose the means by which you hold him down, but you need to describe what
Acrobatics.
you're doing. Okay.
Acrobatics.
You can't just
Wrestle
describe
with
what
an alligator.
describe how you acrobatically hold
I'm
your
like
friend down.
handstand.
Handstand?
Or performance. I'll be like, "Wow, don't die!" But I'm acting because I don't really care. So
Are
I'm
you
like,
doing-
it's fine.
Are you doing the villain from GoldenEye when she would like murder people with her thighs?
Exactly. Just so
Thunder
down
pussy.
This man.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That was the P word. Okay.
Sorry,
At least you didn't
inappropriate.
use the M word or the C word.
Listen, I'm a little moist. I'm sliding around.
Goder, you might have to help her.
That's
Tom, how you doing over there?
Goder, you might have to help her.
Six.
I'm gonna help her out.
My thighs are just.
Oh, that was a 6 also for strength. But wait,
That's
No,
12
I'm using-
together.
What did you
I'm
use?
using
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
I'm using dexterity, so that was actually a 10.
You guys are gonna kill this poor
No,
kid.
she said acrobatics specifically. You get a 14.
Oh, okay, 14. Yeah, 14.
Yeah, so we're fine. He joins
It's
in my
not-
acrobatics.
it's
You're
not
back.
Fine.
It's not fine.
She's
Okay.
fine. Oh, sorry, Betsy.
Okay, who's helping Sally?
That's me.
And we're going to address these all at the same time, as this is a event.
Well,
You
and
better
we've
chop
also
it off
and we've
in
also
one.
used
I'm
him to help her. So we are.
I'm so
Yes.
sorry.
Can we? Because even though she's not here, could we have one person with advantage? Because Quillith is.
Why don't we just
Also,
push Sally out of the room and
terrible.
lock her out?
Quillith is probably more Sally's person, if we're gonna be
Yeah.
honest, because of their shared.
Okay, so
I would say yes, you guys can use Quilla
as one advantage.
as one advantage, yeah.
Let's give it to the child who's cutting off the leg.
I would
If
Might
you can't
be
console
the
her,
might be the
right.
that might be the blessed part. Okay, so for helping Sally,
Yep.
I'm gonna go with performance because I'm going to sing a little
Aw,
little
soothing
ditty
song.
that's
It's
very
a little
very-
ditty.
yeah,
Okay.
that's,
But
that's
Sally
very,
and Walter.
about that's very soothing, very calming.
Dulcimer tones come from his.
They've all been bad.
17 plus 7.
Ooh, nice.
That's pretty
You
good.
got a good roll in.
Yes.
1.
24. Okay,
Your like
cool.
slight hesitation made me kind of scared, and I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. It's a big moment. Let's lop a leg off.
Oh, rats.
But Quillith will help you. That is her apprentice, if we're being honest. So she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna lop off its leg."
So the
it's
help
fine.
was the right way to go.
Yep. That's a
Advantage?
14.
Nice.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, it's not gonna be the cleanest cut, but it's
Oh.
fine.
So that just means you
Look at
heal
this.
wood.
So you could sneak attack this leg.
Oh, okay.
Does damage matter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dope. I can totally sneak attack this.
That's actually such a good advantage as a rogue. Sneak attack the leg. He's not gonna know.
Can I say that my performance was that good with 24 that she has Bardic Inspiration as well?
Sure.
What's
If
that?
you want.
Sick.
Do you have any bardic? Oh yeah, you got a long rest.
Yeah.
Yep. So mark off a bardic.
You get
It's a 1d4. Just
Oh,
level,
wait.
isn't it?
I think
It's a
it's a
d6.
D6. I think.
Yeah, you
Do
would have already.
it.
Hold on.
I think you're
Hold
right.
on.
That goes to their attack roll or to their
Any roll.
any
It's
roll.
attack. It's like skill. It's not
Yeah.
damage though.
Okay. So yeah, you would add the bardic to the attack roll.
Oh yeah, so it could even be higher. Okay, sorry. It is a D6. If you
Yep.
if you wanted to make that a better hit number, but
You
it's
do.
still you
I
wanted
do.
a better hit number because
Yes.
then the damage doesn't meet. Okay, so yeah.
God
so,
is telling you. The voices are telling you it
So,
needs to be better.
Okay, so you get a D6. So add a D6 to that.
So that was now it's an 18.
Nice. Okay. Now do some damage.
Hold on, above table. Do we think we're gonna have another big fight before we take a long rest?
Possibly.
Yeah,
There's a good chance.
Nah, it's fine.
So I mean there is, but we have to solve this problem before we have that other
Yeah.
problem.
So don't worry. I wouldn't worry about that.
Worry about the now. Just use everything you've got. It's fine.
It's just a leg. It'll come off easy.
Does anybody?
If it doesn't, we'll just twist and pull, right?
There's always a second chance to hold them down.
No, but guidance would be a skill check too.
Barely.
But it wouldn't count. It wouldn't count. But I don't think nobody has guide. Nobody can give
No.
guidance.
Give guidance. No.
We don't have. We don't
You
have
could
guidance.
bardic inspiration.
I just did that, but like it doesn't count to her.
Damage.
To her damage,
Yeah.
no.
Sure.
I have the ability to choose to make this a crit and double my dice. Should I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because if we're going against something as a group,
We'll have better
You know,
odds
like,
of critting.
So
Yeah.
with
right?
crits,
We
Just
have more
you.
people.
we discussed with crits you can either double the dice or you can take the maximum damage without doubling the dice. It's up to you.
Well, maximum damage might be fine here. Can
Whatever
we like
you would like to do.
think to God and see like is
So it's either-
maximum
so what's your-
damage
what do you roll?
enough?
What?
Damn.
2d6, 1d4.
Okay. So it's and 2d6. The extra d6 is and 1d4. So you have one of that's your sneak attack.
2d6 are my sneak attack.
Okay.
But then your
Or-
sneak attack does not. You don't get the benefit on the sneak
Yes,
attack.
you
for
do.
your Crit.
Yes, you do because it's dice roll.
Yeah.
Oh well, then I would say take max damage on that thing. Instead
So
of
it would
doing
be
double.
6, 12, it'd be 16 total.
Because otherwise, then she's got 2d4 she's rolling, and that could possibly be 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Instead of calling it 4 right now.
I mean, yeah, because technically, because if you roll the low, it would be 2. It'd be 1, 2. It'd be
Right, you're instead of it being 4 for sure, the average is 2 or 4. The average is 4. Instead of a guaranteed 4, it's an average of 4.
Well, it would be 6 at the minimum if she rolled all her dice twice.
Correct, but if she goes max, she's got 12 plus 4 for sure, plus her attack modifier.
Right.
Versus doing
Oh yeah.
double
plus
dice.
Yeah. So
If
yeah,
we're just
you're
looking
right,
at
so-
straight dice, you're rolling 2d4.
Yeah.
It could be 2.
No, you're right.
Up to you.
Yeah. So it's up to you.
Yeah.
Roll or max damage?
I'll do max damage.
Max
Okay.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 12 plus 4, 16.
Plus your modifier.
Yeah, so 19.
19? Nice. Okay. 19. Okay. The leg is successfully removed.
Ooh.
Now, it is ooshing and gooshing blood
Yep.
in abundant manner.
So then I'm
Walter
gonna,
makes a as he kind of starts to come to heal.
I am going to. Do I do a medicine roll or should I straight heal?
Whatever you want to do in this moment. You
I
are
think-
getting covered in blood as his main artery is
I'm gonna
severed.
try
and
to. I'm gonna try to
it's
do.
spraying profusely.
I'm gonna assume we have a medicine kit, and I'm gonna try to do medicine first.
Okay.
And then I've got a 21.
Nice.
Nice.
Do I feel like I should blow a key point and add some healing to it? Like as with how well I did on patching it, do I also need to heal this thing?
He is kind of, the cut was clean, successfully removed the leg. He'll probably have, like maybe like mid calf ish. So he'll have a knee still.
Yeah.
He was gushing blood. You've stopped the blood. There is still very obviously a wound there. He's kind of writhing and flailing as he was not held incredibly well. Sally is there, and she's able to kind of like hold him in addition to your holding, and she looks to be kind of calming him.
Okay.
So his wound has stopped spewing blood, but is still a bloody stump.
Oozing.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So
Then I'll talk to Sally and say, Sally, I think we've at least stabilized him. Can you watch the wound until we at least can get back and help you? Or do you not feel comfortable with tending to Walter?
I'm not really a healist, a healer. I don't heal-y.
Well, John will stay here with you. Yeah, we can get down the engine room.
And you're a
You guys
mother.
will be fine
She's your
together.
son. You would be the perfect person to make sure that your son survives.
I guess I can stay here with him.
Alright, cool. Let's head down to the engine room. Gotta get
Not
this
even
ship
gonna
back
think
under
twice.
control.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like an express amputation.
Did you cut it clean off?
I did.
I'm very
Yeah,
proud
that
of
was
you.
an excellent slash.
Alright, I'm talking to Commander Sam. Hey, let's get down to the engine room. Job's
Okay.
done here.
Job's done.
Slightly after you remove a leg, you hear over the announcement system, Gwen, throw all the legs overboard!
Throw all the legs overboard. Nice.
Not all of them off.
Gwen, can you hear me? And this is the captain whose voice you've heard many times over this PA system. Mirabelle can't activate her command orb. You need to get down to the engine room and power up the elemental drives. When you get there, I'll engage the overrides. Please hurry. I don't think we have much time. The ship is powered down.
Alright, let's boogie.
Alright.
Who's Gwen?
The commander.
Commander.
She's gonna walk over to the security room
Yeah.
and she'll engage the intercom system and say, "We're heading there now."
And I'll say to her, Can we get to the engine room not through the hold?
Yeah, we have to go with the engines powered down and control systems limited. We have to go down through the hold.
Okay.
It's the only way there.
While we're walking, I'm just gonna keep an eye out for some crutch for Walter.
What a
Oh,
guy.
that's so kind. Yeah.
Or maybe a peg leg, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just-
Walter's out of
We're gonna
my
keep an
mind
eye
right
out for
now.
stuff.
Wait, I think we should keep an eye out for any, like maybe get blankets from rooms because the engine's off, so there's not going to be any.
Oh, right. We have to
from
get.
all of the cold from the hold. It's just going to be freezing cold down there.
Oh, and I was thinking that.
Yeah, it won't be hot. It'll be cold.
Cold.
Why is the cold
From the orcs room, from the
Wasn't
ogre's
the
room,
issue
can I find
that it was
a
hot?
jacket?
What was the issue?
Sure.
that was
Yeah, you can go
cold?
through it.
Both.
I'm gonna rifle through shit and take a jacket.
Storage was
Sure,
freezing
make
cold,
a
and then once
investigation
we got too close to the engine was really hot. So like,
Okay,
there's a
so
little
it was
part.
two extremes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh huh.
Okay. Good point then.
So I'm gonna. I saw him break into a room, and I just assumed that's what we're doing now, and I don't think it's so. Break into rooms.
Was checking on my girlfriend, okay?
I'm looking in breaking into room 5. Room 5 is locked.
Room 5?
Yeah.
Do we know who's in any of the other rooms besides
Nobody.
7, 8, and 1?
No.
2. 7, 8, 1, and 2 we know.
Yeah.
Make a sleight of hand if you're breaking into
It
5.
was specifically investigation of
Influencer.
11.
Influencer
11.
check 7 is the.
Yeah, you're able to
is my
dig
girlfriend.
through her suitcase that's
So,
open on
3,
her
4,
bed
5,
and able to
6,
find
we
a small rhinestone encrusted sweatshirt. Or like, not quite a sweatshirt, but like a half shirt that's
I'd assume.
I'm going for
sleeves,
function,
crop,
not
crop
fashion.
top, yeah,
Yes.
but it's got like a collar, you know, almost like a jean jacket, crop
Yeah.
top jean jacket.
And it's got muff
Yeah.
on the
I would
outside.
assume
Yeah.
that.
Rhinestone
I would
encrusted.
assume the orc lady would have had something I could fit in because I'm just a half elf.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to put on a bunch of women's clothes, you guys can.
I'm wearing his girlfriend's clothes. You might as well do it too.
Yeah, you come out wearing a rhinestone encrusted,
Yep.
cropped jean jacket, essentially, duster type style. Yeah.
That'll keep you warm.
As long as I'm not cold in the hole, that's fine.
Which goes really well with your monk outfit.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, my fancy monk outfit.
Your
'cause
fancy monk outfit.
That's
Yeah,
right,
We're
we're
still
all
in
nice
fancy
up.
yeah,
We're wearing the
absolutely.
fancy clothes.
I rolled
So
19 to get in room 5. after
19,
that.
you pop that door open. You went into room 5.
Yeah.
I'm going into room 6.
You're going
yeah,
in.
we're going into rooms we don't
I
know.
guess I'll just go whatever seems to fit. I'll go with the child.
We'll go with the child,
Yeah.
obviously.
Nat 20.
So
Child's
you
child.
go. Oh wait, is he gonna stay with him? Okay. Anyhow, you go. Hold on, we'll get to you. You go into room 5 and you find 2 suitcases, both with men's clothing of extremely good quality.
Wow, fancy
Grab a
guys.
couple coats and say, here you go, guys, and let's get down the engine room.
I'm giving my jacket back. You might not.
Make an investigation check to find something in there. Okay. You open the door and find 2 suitcases, 1 man, 1 woman. And the man's suitcase looks like, well, actually, both suitcases look like clothing that is familiar to you.
What does that even mean?
Make a perception check if you would like.
I'm with the child.
I know this designer.
Yeah.
11. This looks a lot like what Bob's wearing.
I'm totally stealing Bob's.
have to take Bob's clothes because his wife's a little
what
bit
do
bigger
I
than he
find?
is.
What extra clothes do I find in
You're in Murball's room?
Merble?
Yep, make an investigation. If you want to make an investigation, you can pick something.
19 plus.
May I do that as well since I'm with the child?
Whose room are you go? Oh, you're in their room? Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
just
go for
You're in
it.
Bob's room because you're with the child, right?
19 plus?
Yeah. What's my investigation? Oops.
I'm not opening my own room. I'm not in the shape
2.
for that.
So 21.
21. You're able to find like a plush blanket essentially, and
okay.
able to basically make it into
Yeah,
like a
so-
wrap around
so
yourself, kind of
a
covers your
cloak,
mouth
like,
like
kind
a
of-
scarf
Okay,
almost,
okay.
like
Excellent.
wrapped thoroughly. What'd you get, Calvin?
I got a 19.
19. Nice. Yeah. Would you prefer Rita's clothing or Robert's
No, I
clothing?
just think it's funny that I would
Wear
showing
Bob's
up
clothing.
wearing his clothes.
Yeah, wear Rita's, that'll freak him out.
No, that's way worse. Well, that's even freaky.
My dad what?
I'm definitely doing Bob's. That's freaky.
Okay, so you're able to find a let's see, what could you find in there?
It's
Is that
gonna
a
be
gopher
very
in
cute and oversized either way.
Just standing right by that water
Yep.
bottle?
Sure is.
In your yard?
Yeah, he's just standing right there watching me.
Ground squirrel.
Wow, that's really rude.
That was weird. I just looked over.
Just like 15 years up
Yeah,
there.
okay.
It's real still. You're able to find, for you, a very oversized suit coat, essentially.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
black. It has some like military honors on it.
Yeah, that's definitely the one I would take.
Yeah, slightly. It's in pretty good shape, but it's old. It's clearly old. Okay, and what did you roll?
17.
And whose suitcase would
I
you
would
like to roll?
probably look through Bob's, but if,
Oh yeah, you definitely
if
want
she has the last
be
name,
ready
then
for
I
this.
guess I would choose the woman's. But
Because you
No,
don't
I
want
mean,
to
he's
do
got
that
a
with the job.
full
Bob seems more
suitcase.
practical.
You find like a knit woolen sweatshirt
Oh, cute.
that's like gray in color. It's kind of like over knit. It's like very floof, like big thick knit,
Okay.
like
I-
wool, like a woolen sweatshirt.
Probably good for a sick person. The
Yeah,
sick sweater.
yeah. It looks like
let's
something
go.
you would put on.
Neff says,
Perfect.
this is very me.
Yes.
Yeah, like this might actually help me in more than one way. So
Okay. Any other light breaking and entry we want to do, or?
nobody's
Cool
here.
down.
Nobody's
Cool down.
around.
It's this
Fine.
engine. I'll grab something for the commander. Say, hey, put this on. What are you on?
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Thanks. Okay.
Hopefully it's really ugly. Grab her the ugliest. I don't know why, but just because I feel like that would make me happy.
This is you feel like you have to throw shade.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys spend a few moments rifling through other people's belongings. In this time,
But we do know we have to be quick, so I assume we're just
Yeah.
like grabbing what we can and going.
yeah,
Because we heard the captain's announcement.
yes, you did hear that. Da-da-da-da, we did that part. Da-da-da-da-da. In the time that you spent kind of searching people's items and trying on clothing, you can hear Walter attempting to get out of bed.
Oh my god.
Okay?
That dumb bitch.
And his mom is dumb bitch. His mom and Forgeborn. God, I did it. Damn. Sally and Forgeborn are trying to keep him in bed, but there's not enough there, and he is insistent that he needs to go help with Blue Shield. And
Sure, man. Come on.
he keeps trying to get up, and they keep kind of pushing him down, and he's, I can help! I can help!
How? I mean, we're not there.
We need to deactivate. We need to retarget her. I can help.
That
Okay.
actually might be good.
Yeah.
I might go back and give him figure.
Do we hear this? Do we all hear this?
Yeah, you guys are close enough to his room that you can hear
Does
him.
one or two of us want to go back with him, and the rest of us can go?
I'll go help carry him. I can be a little crutch.
Me and the 12-year-old will got this. I'm sick and
The dying.
Yeah.
Does he put his stump on your head?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So you're the head of
You-
Patrick Duffy from South Park?
See, this is why I'm
Bolt to it.
This is why I'm poor. Poor impulse control.
Oh no.
You missed my Scuzzlebutt joke. She's the head of Patrick Duffy. Because Walter's gonna put his head on the stump of the.
South Park isn't that great.
You are
Hot
straight.
take. I'm sorry.
Boy, that's an interesting opinion.
That's a
I
terrible
agree with
opinion.
that.
Please
I don't
don't.
watch.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't watch
Thanks.
South Park. I never really got into it.
I never really did either.
No.
And I've seen some of it. I've even seen somebody play the Fractured Butthole video game. Yeah. And it's just not my thing. Not a
Interesting.
fan.
I think you've lost your mind.
Alright, have I seen anything good for crutch for Walter?
I understand
Fabricate in a
you're
split
gone.
second.
Doesn't make sense.
Walt,
He's like
Robert and
crazy.
Rita are both elderly. Do I see any canes in the room?
We used to go to the bar.
Ooh, that's a good question. Make an investigation check and make an intelligence check. I think you could do.
I like
Intelligence.
the
Yeah, you could do.
Oh, I'm not very smart right
favorite
now.
guy.
Well,
I like the
Can you
favorite guy.
simultaneously
Well,
do
the only
it
time
themselves on
that
yes,
tries
sir?
to-
Exactly.
yeah, you're both in Robert's room and you like look down at the leg of a chair and you're like, oh, oh, you both hit your heads together and you're like,
And then you both keep
no,
going down at the same time.
oh,
You know that I go, okay.
no, what are
And then you do it again. No, I think you go.
What are you doing in here? Get out of my space!
You have to know like what's going on.
Let's carry him. We're gonna carry him downstairs.
Just carry him. Just carry him. He's fine.
We'll drag him if we have to.
You're not gonna get something.
Alright, let's get down.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god, you guys are.
Alright, down to the engine room.
Okay, so
So
you
are
guys.
we taking him with? Or?
Yep.
Somebody went back to try to bring him with, and
So
I know
Forge-
I'm going with Gwen.
Just carry him. Just Forge Board can carry his stuff.
Oh, brilliant.
Forgeborn is like having an existential crisis right
Well,
now.
maybe
But that's
put him to
mental,
work
not
will help him.
physical.
That's true.
He's
Alright,
a war
Forge,
force.
you're helping.
He's-
You're helping
physical
the.
is-
Mental,
fine.
that's not gonna stop him from anything. Get over it.
You're helping
Be
the children of
happy.
Egan carry Walter on down the stairs.
If you offer Forgeborn, will put his hands out and you.
Alright, put your hands out, Forgeborn. Trip up there, Walter.
Master Blaster. Engaged.
Exactly. Alright.
Two full-size human Master Blaster.
Backpack him.
It's like the worst game of chicken.
Yeah. Yep, so.
Is Sally?
And
I'm gonna
every
tell
time he
Sally
goes
to
through a
be
doorway,
here.
he's
She's
forgetting
gonna
to tell
insist that she
Walter to
be
put his
there.
head down.
No, so.
Annoying.
Who comes bar to town?
Sally
I
will
don't
do
even
what
know.
you tell her to do.
I
in
got
this
no
match.
idea.
I'm gonna
Master
make her
Blaster.
stay,
Too-
and then
Too
we'll
many doors
take-
to that.
Okay. So if
turn down.
if Sally stays, then Robert's going to stay with her to keep her company.
Okay.
If that's
Yeah,
what you
that
guys
sounds
want.
like a plan.
Okay. So Robert, Bobby, and Sally. Robert and Sally stay behind.
Little ditty. Bob and Sally.
I don't think they'll
Two
be
young
help.
kids with nothing left to lose.
I think they'll be liabilities. So they're fine.
Okay, so you guys have Forgeborn, Walter, and the commander with you.
Yes, please.
We're all geared up for.
We didn't take the lead.
We did what?
We didn't take the lead.
No, we left that with Sally. She can have a little bit of her son.
Here, maybe this will comfort you.
Yeah. If you really miss him,
Just a
here's his
leg hanging out in that room, holding it.
Not even like
I
a
miss
good
him so
quality
much.
leg,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
a gooey,
Yeah, just
dying,
just
Yeah.
necrotic,
leg.
diseased.
Yeah, this look like yeah.
Wow.
That should be enough. She's fine.
Yeah, that'll help console her. Absolutely.
Okay. Anything else on this deck you guys want to do before you descend the steps?
No, let's go.
Okay, you exit this deck into the hold staircase. Everybody make an intelligence saving throw as the sound of a baby crying is now deafening.
Deafening?
Deafening.
That's a lot of baby.
Intelligence.
Yes.
14.
12.
Also 14.
Okay.
You're
13.
smarter.
Or maybe a
Recovered from that minor concussion.
Okay.
I got a 12. Sorry.
That's an 8 for me.
Ooh, bummer.
I need to-
Tanith, you suffer 4 points of psychic damage as the sound of a baby crying penetrates deeply into something in your brain.
So is
If
that
it
hit
makes you feel
points?
any better. If I fight anything, I get a 1d6 damage. Just because I exist. So
Well, there's your first problem.
existing?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, you guys continue to descend the staircase. Anything you want to do in the stairwell area?
No, because she said she's not going to open that door that's in the middle, right?
Correct.
So I feel like we should just book it.
Yeah.
Ask Forgeborn if that sounds like Egan's daughter crying. Like, if he recognizes the cries at all.
Okay.
I got a long memory.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. 18.
18. That's pretty good.
Wait, you're persuasive.
I am. I have advantage on that now.
Nice. For reasons. He's gonna look down at you and say this is a project of Egan's that should have never came to this point. This is something unnatural.
Horrible.
Great.
Terrifying.
Forgeborn is really bad at answering questions.
Yeah.
Let me
I don't know if that's true. He's pretty solid.
He's very, like, mysterious about it. Just be upfront, dude.
He's got a few deaths under his belt.
Yeah.
He's learned some things.
We've been in his nightmare. He doesn't have to play the field. Just tell us how it is.
We will enter the cargo hold next time.
Yep. Before okay, I
it's
will
already
ask the
outside.
commander.
It is.
Like, besides the jackets and stuff we have on, is there anything else that would prepare us for the cold of the hold better that's available?
Get tough.
Who said that?
The commander.
Get tough.
Absolutely, I can see that for her. Okay.
Yay!
Good session.
I'm gonna ask the commander. So the person we saw in the engine room, he exited through a door on the side. How do we get through that door?
Maybe we'll find out next.
Through the engine room, as far as I know.
No, so how do we get to the engine room? So there's the door to the engine room that's through the hold.
Yes.
There's another door on the opposite side of the engine room.
The-
How do we get to that door?
Through the engine room. That's the forward hold.
So
How do
we
you
have
get to the
forward,
forward
the rear hold?
We're in the aft hold.
Oh, how do we get to the forward hold?
Through the engine room.
Well, what's on the...
Wait, that doesn't.
Wait, so the only way to...
So the only way to the
Wait a minute,
forward hold
commander.
is
You got a
through the-
logical circular argument going on here.
To go
So-
through the engine room to get to the forward hold.
So when I asked her originally if there was another way to get there, she told me that with things powered down, there's no way to access anything.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
Which means, most likely, we think that this is a lift that goes down into the forward hold. You can't access it without power.
And then
You have to, yeah.
That
And then
does
the-
make sense.
the
I
mysterious door. We
Also
also
can't
think
go
we also
through.
think is powered instead of just being sealed. So that one I took it as any of those things we can't activate right now.
And why isn't the commander just answering that way instead of saying get to the engine room through the engine room?
Oh, yeah, why are they all like this? Even Forgeborn.
Cryptic.
What's with this
We-
roundabout answer?
We killed them and Egan Baker, and this is what they give us.
Listen,
Talk
commander.
about gratitude.
Okay, commander.
You can
listen
make an
for a
insight check if you'd like.
second. Okay.
I don't know, these people.
10.
10. You get the feeling that while she's being direct, she's also being evasive.
Yeah, you're being evasive. So we don't get to the engine room through the engine room.
Shocking.
There's that four-hold. How do we get to the four-hold? And so we
Through the engine room.
what's the other entrance to the four-hold?
Let's just go through the engine room.
There's two engine rooms on the ship. Because there's the engine room, like it's powering. Oh wait,
Even
She's
when I was
bullshitting
talking
us
to her,
No,
yeah,
I know,
she's
but there's-
just
trying to remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
layout.
Where'd
is
you
that
get where'd you get that deck from?
Yeah, this is
The-
really nice.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, okay, because it's the 4 hold that we can't get to. So we get to the 4 hold through the engine room. It was the doors.
There's
that
a door. You saw it.
Right, we saw it. So like we went through the door to the engine room from the rear hold, and then past all of the stuff. There was the other door to the
Right.
front hold.
Right.
Yeah.
How do we get to the front hold?
Through the engine room.
There's got to be another way to get to the front hold. That's what I'm saying.
We
There
assume,
may be another
we
way.
assume
Gotta be another
there's
way.
another way.
How you wouldn't load stuff into the ship, into the hold through the engine room.
Well, there
There's
could
no
also
door,
be
obviously.
that also could be
You
side.
could.
There could also be
Do you want these
side.
back?
It'd be really
Yes, please.
stupid.
Okay.
There could also we've never been in the forward hold, so we don't
Pardon?
know if there's we don't know any of the actual entrances if there's other entrances. But we would assume that there's
Yeah.
on the
Gotta be.
outside of the ship for sure, but also possibly there. But we can only assume.
Yeah.
We don't know because we've never been in it.
So it tracks that she's being evasive, but at least we know that she's not like.
It's still wild. I don't know. Nobody else is here. I mean,
Do
maybe
Do
we're
I
bad
know any
guys.
information?
You seem very
Probably.
morally gray, if I'm being honest.
Morally?
I wouldn't trust this guy.
Me?
Yes!
Why?
I just get that vibe from you.
What?